Greetings! I'm Lana, in charge of the teleportation circle for the Blue Cloaks in Nausea. The following video is from the G-America archive. The video quality is poor, the production value is bad, but they asked for it. Now the story is here. You guys have been adventuring out in Cormyr for the most part during this adventure. Most lately, you guys have been on the canal here from Easting to Erebor, and last week you got accosted by a pirate who was riding along with the rudder of the ship. And he had a couple of friends that you guys managed to dispatch without too much effort. And it's at this point that you guys are almost to the town of Erebor, the place known as the Flying City. And it's early afternoon. You guys should be arriving there in about 4 hours. Is there anything you guys would like to do on the ship before arriving there?
It's known as the Flying City?
It is known as the Flying City. Not because it actually flies, but because the roads in the city are skyways.
Remind me. In Prosker, we dealt with the mask problem, right?
It was outside the city of Prosker, the Thieves' City, that you guys dealt with the Temple of Mask, yes.
Right, and Easting we took care... Right, okay.
With the Alchemist, yep.
And just one more. Did we get a long rest after that fight?
You have not taken a long rest after dealing with the pirate. We just ended at the end of that. In fact, you guys haven't looted the pirate yet.
True.
Gotcha.
Let's loot the fucking pirate then.
By all means.
Okay.
Take a nap.
I don't know
We
if
can
you
loot the
guys
pirate and
remember.
take a nap.
With those giants, I spent a ton of... So yeah, naps galore.
Yeah, I'm out of keys, so I feel you there.
I'm actually pretty much out of a lot of my... The longer we can rest, the better.
Yeah, I was looking at my character sheet and I was like, wait a minute, I've used everything. How's that? we were on the ship.
I mean,
Well,
hell,
I
we don't
still have spell
to
slots.
Get to Erebor. Are you guys down with like posting up a few miles outside Erebor and killing time?
I'm down.
It's not like we have a meeting. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to arrive at night, I don't think. As long as we're not arriving at night, I'm fine with that.
It's actually a dumb question. Why don't you want to arrive at night?
The captain will pipe up. Captain Kira pipes up. The gates will be closed and we can't get in.
Oh, there's a good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why don't we anchor down, a few miles outside and just sleep, hit the town first thing.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Fully endorse that plan.
Yeah.
I also...
Did I do my Quizilla check chest last
Yes, you did.
I was
night?
going to say, I did not... well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Oh no, but you gotta give us a heads up because we would have added to it or help.
For the record, you had an 11 from last week that you did activate, so that's already been consumed.
I activated it, but we hit midnight, and then started hitting. So that
But
died.
it recharges at dawn. So it's 5 a.m. You guys just killed the pirate during the middle of the watch, because that's when Liam woke up to the poison being on the rail of the ship. It's still dark out. I missed that. It's not afternoon.
Actually, that makes me question though. Then that interrupted a long, didn't it? Technically,
Yes, it
could
did.
we just go back to bed for like 2 or 3 hours and finish the long run?
Yeah, you can do that. If you guys want to go ahead and finish the long rest, feel free to do that. Let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Now, since it's early in the morning, why don't we do that and we'll go back to sleep for a few hours and we'll hit the town at like 10 or 11 a.m.
Yeah.
I can.
like that.
Okay.
All I need is a short rest, so I can just stay up here and watch everything while you guys sleep.
Well, on my way back, I need to check something in the Quizilla check, and hopefully get this brain fog off my brain.
I will give you advantage to cut out that disadvantage.
You'll give me advantage, which will counteract the crap.
Yep,
Yeah.
I got you.
So the question is this an Arcana spell that you're going to be researching?
Because that's all I can fucking help you with, so...
That's probably the better idea.
what spell are we going for today?
I need to check. Give me a hot second.
No. You need to Godzilla check.
Oh God. I'm more hurt that I haven't come up. I'm more hurt that I didn't think of that first.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious, wasn't it?
We all take 10 points of psychic damage, everybody.
And DM gets inspiration. Oh, wait.
Oh God. Okay.
Whenever we find something. Hey, come Quizilla, check this out. Thanks for the pity laugh. I appreciate it.
Do I have that spell
Zach,
yet?
what are you studying?
All right. I know the spell I'm going to do next.
Like I said, I can assist you, so.
I know the spell I'm going to try for. It's going to be a level 1 spell.
Is it the same one that you had tried before?
No, that was level 3. This one's going to be heroism.
Actually,
And that
why not
And the
Bane?
one I tried before was religion.
Okay.
Why not Bane, Knick-Knack?
I was thinking of Bane. Possible. But, wouldn't you rather be cool and awesome? I think it's better to make people better, you know? Yeah.
I mean, we're already cool and awesome, so I mean.
I gotta bring you up to my level, you know? I gotta make sure you I have an image to hold. You have to do it justice.
Yeah, you don't have to go and break Batman's back.
No. I did not kill the Batman.
Inside check.
All right, so is there anything you would like to prepare to do the Quizilla checking?
Guidance. Anyone have bardic inspiration?
And you have bardic inspiration. Oh, hold on.
Gracias, senor.
You actually may not have bardic inspiration.
You don't?
No, it is out of bardic inspiration.
Well, hang on. We're headed to town in 4 hours, and you get it back on a short rest. So, surely, if we say that we went and slept for 3 hours, and then Knick-Knack is trying this, then you've got your bardic.
But
Yeah, if Knick-Knack waits until after we...
he was trying to do it before the rest, so...
We just dispatched the dwarf.
Well then it's up to you, Knick-Knack. Either before the rest...
I'll do it after the rest and
or after
take the
rest
best chances I got here.
Okay,
And don't
so
call me
after the
Shirley.
rest, we'll take the bardic.
Man, I was there. I was already there.
Shirley can't be serious. I am serious. Don't call me Shirley.
Great movie. Great movie.
That was a great movie. I've introduced that to so many people at my company who are under 30 that had never.
Oh, I
Yeah,
have
out of all the movies that you guys are like, you seriously haven't fucking seen that? I have actually seen that movie.
I gave an old boss a copy of Office Space,
Mm-hmm.
and he was genuinely depressed that it was too similar to our day to day.
Steve, people in their 30s were born in the 90s. I'm old.
I know.
I'm old.
Yeah, who are you telling?
Don't remind me. Don't remind me, please.
Oh, man. Okay, so... Oh, man.
We're already close enough as it is.
Yep.
when you're watching Princess Bride and the kids are all screaming about it and they love it and you're like, yeah, I saw that in the movie theater. And you know you're old. You know you're old.
Yeah. Well,
That is a good fucking movie, though.
Yeah, I remember seeing the original Star Wars in the movie theater.
Yeah. And Dirty Dancing.
And
All right, guys, settle down.
All right, so you guys taking to finish out the long rest? Taking some time to do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so you're
Well,
leaving-
Liam is gonna take your short rest then, but stay
Okay,
above.
cool. So let's go ahead and hit that long rest button as the rest of the morning will pass uneventfully, and you guys will wake up around 8 a.m. Which should put you guys into Erie Bar right around noon.
Weird random question, Eric.
Yes.
During the time while they're taking their rest, while he's on his perch, how is the weather looking today?
The weather today is kind of cloudy, but, it's going to be a nice day.
That's fair.
It's going to be okay. Alright, So,
All right, let's head into town. Or, well, Knick-Knack does the studying, and then let's head into town.
Let's loot the pirate body.
Yes, loot the pirate body.
the pirate had on him 120 platinum.
Oh, shit.
A cloak of elven kind.
Wait.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Along
You know?
Where'd it go? Come on. This disappeared. Darn it.
Hey, Brett, you like that pun?
I did. That was a good pun.
What else we had?
Unfortunately, when he went to go get his car, he found out that it was already taken.
And that's the other item he had.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
that's cool.
Belted Dwarvenkind increases strength to 19.
Constitution.
It's your con by 2.
Who needs
No,
that?
it's a giant that increases strength. That's right.
Well, would Knick-Knack know
Roll your Arcana check.
Yeah. With advantage and disadvantage, so it cancels out.
Yep. So
Right.
25. Yeah, you would know all about it.
Wow.
I'm not wearing this.
No?
Fair enough.
It'd help
Hell
with
no.
your alter ego.
I mean, it would go with my alter ego, but I don't want that on my face.
I mean, I don't want to grow a beard, but it'd be worth it. I mean, any of us can take the plus 2 to con. And the advantage on saving throws against poison, resistance to poison damage. It's good stuff. The dark vision thing means maybe it should go to. Well, I guess you all already have that taken care of for the most part by now.
Except Rilo.
No, Rilo has dark vision now. He
Rylo's trying
has
to
something
take care of
enchanted.
his- Oh,
Aw.
do you have it taken care of in a way that requires?
Hey, Knick-Knack's gonna walk over, flapping his arms, trying to the edges of the belts together, like an Iron Maiden in a horror movie.
I have one thing that is attunement, but the other thing is the Mask of Math.
Do you have slots open right now?
Yeah, I think you would actually want the Cloak of Elvenkind. It makes it.
That's true. I mean, the Cloak of Elven, but you already have. Oh, you don't already have.
Elvenkind, so I don't know if I feel like you're going for a theme now, so...
No, I mean I don't need it. I have the boots. So that is all you.
Yeah, I mean, both would be great for both of you.
Well, I mean, the only thing that the cloak would do for me is that it would make it have disadvantage to perceive me. That's it.
Yeah, because you already get the rest. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Rilo, do you have the attunement slot available? Do you want the Belt of Dwarvenkind? I mean, obviously added con is good for anybody.
Yeah, it would do Rilo good. I've got 2 attunement slots open. I mean, I'm only using one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's.
I was gonna say, Rilo, if you want, I can swap out the amulet for the belt, and you can just sell off the amulet and make money.
If you prefer to have the belt, yeah, that'd be fine.
I mean, it would be just fine for me. I would be a little weaker, but not by a ton, and also would erase our debt.
Yeah, either way, yeah, that'll work.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that. That'd be good.
Okay. We'll take off the amulet. Hand it to.
Okay. So
Sure.
you
The curse is
died.
already taken care of. No, the curse was taken care of already.
Who took care of it?
Knick-Knack did.
Nick did with Greater Restoration?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot about that. Alright, making
I do have greater restoration.
That's why I said
don't,
it.
I don't remember him casting it, but okay.
Yes, I did. I got it from the Requisilla check.
Because
Yeah.
he cast it once,
Eating
and
the spell, but nobody remembers you cast the spell.
Right.
I cast the spell.
yeah, because he cast it once, and you were like, oh, he doesn't have diamond. You're like, well, shit.
Right.
So he took gold and transmuted the gold into diamond.
That's right.
We did talk about the requirements. That's right.
Yeah.
We did have that conversation.
Okay, all good. So you do
so
take off-
cast, you get the Cloak of Elven. I mean, I don't think anybody else will benefit from it at all, and Liam's benefit will be small.
Do we want me having more health?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Actually, no, I really don't need it though.
It would bring your health to a 19. Or
my
your,
constitution. I
your
mean,
con to 19.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I pretty much would never fail a saving throw. You know, tomato, tomato.
Stealth is already like. Yeah, so I mean, this gives you advantage on. Sorry, talking to Cass about the Cloak of Elvenkind.
It drops my hit points. Like, this drops my hit points by about 15, but that'll be alright. This is just fine.
Okay.
I'm still pretty good.
I do need you to roll a Constitution saving throw as soon as you put it on.
Alright. $14.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Am I cursed?
No. You are not cursed. Just tracking things for my benefit, that's all.
Oh, wait, were you talking to me or Nick Nick?
To Liam.
Oh, sorry, I rolled it. I rolled it.
No.
I thought we were talking to me.
so what did we actually do here? I want to make sure I understand what we did.
Liam put on
So
the
Liam
belt
hit.
of Dwarven Kind, gave the necklace to Nick Nack.
If I
Okay.
give the necklace to you, you can decide to give it to Nick Nick or not. It is
Yeah,
yours.
that'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'll bring up his con to like 19. So.
What's the thing? What's the necklace called?
Amulet of Health.
Yay!
No, Nick Nack, now you owe him.
Alright. So, Liam's Constitution saving throw is a...
I just jumped up to 69 hit points.
So,
Yeah.
Liam,
Yeah.
there's an itch just about a quarter inch to the bottom right of your jawline.
I'm gonna scratch it.
Your hand gets tangled.
The hells? And look down.
You have a beard that flows down to the center of your chest.
Well, this is unseemly.
Yeah, it doesn't really look great on you.
It does not look good on me.
It doesn't work with the fair skin and the rest of the elven. It really feels like it clashes with the elven aesthetic.
You're much hotter without it.
Can I?
Oh,
can I use, like, would you mind if I tried to fix it? I'm kind of mostly I'm curious to see if it grows back like in the.
You know, I'm actually not a fan of this facial hair that everyone else here can grow. So, well,
Right,
besides
so-
Anita.
I'll just use.
I guess cats can grow it on their own, on command.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, have a
what
way
are you
of it.
doing to Liam's beard?
Sorry, there's a helicopter overhead. I was asking if I can shave it via prestidigitation. That feels like, right?
The moment you try, you watch as the cut goes across the beard, and it grows back full.
Yeah. That's,
Just like in the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
well, I'll be honest, Liam. It's funner this way. So we could do something decorative with it.
Yeah, we could like braid shit into it.
Oh, I was thinking like treat it like a balloon animal.
You know, as pleasing as that sounds, does anyone else need their con raised?
Oh, really?
That's
Over the
funny.
beard? I mean, I don't think anybody else.
I don't
would say
think I
no
want
to it. You won't grow one. It only allows you to. It only forces you to grow one if you're physically capable. Presumably. Well, maybe you're physically capable. I don't know. I don't know how you're like.
Actually, I don't think elves are physically capable of growing one.
They are.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Even in the handbook, you can see them have little goatees. All it takes is letting it grow out.
They're just always. They're almost always blonde unless you're a wood elf. But
Yeah, they're always portrayed as having this really thin beard. But according to the Belt of Dwarven Kind, it's a full beard. You are capable of growing a full beard.
Especially because Liam is a wood elf.
Uh-huh.
oh, well, they're-
Not much separates you from the Green Man, if people remember the Green Man legends.
I mean,
this my age too.
Having my hit points higher doesn't. I mean, it does me good, but not as good anymore. So I mean,
it does give you other things other than just the Constitution. You do know that, right?
Yeah, that's a huge.
Yeah, but I get that next level anyway.
You get the ability to read, write, and speak Dwarvish?
No, I gain immunity to poison and disease.
Okay, but the belt gives you the Dwarvish as well.
I mean, I feel like I'm lower on the list for it. I'll take it, but I think that, like, maybe somebody like Knick-Knack or Anita, well, I guess Knick-Knack just took the thing, so Rilo or Anita or Cass might benefit more from it, and you've already got the attunement slots open. I will take it. I'm not going to let it go to waste, but I just feel like I should be, like, 4th in the list.
Mm-hmm. Anita would take it, but currently all of her attunement slots are filled. Maybe this would be better than the Cloak of Displacement.
I don't think so. Honestly, the Cloak of Displacement is amazing. If Rylo's got 2 slots, I would say Rylo.
Do you want Rylo?
Yeah, I would take it. I mean, I'm not gonna turn it down.
He'll take off the belt of Elvenkind.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, belt of Dwarvenkind going to Rylo.
No, Dwarvenkind, not Elvenkind. Imagine there's a belt of Elvenkind.
I should do that.
It'd be cool.
Okay, so the fun part is you get to keep the beard.
Let's shave it. Let's cut it.
I'll try again for real. I'll try again.
For real,
okay. Officially, Prestidigitation can't cut things.
Well, I have an idea, and he's gonna take out. Does he have one? You know he doesn't have a fucking dagger.
No.
Holy shit.
You know who has daggers?
What? Who has daggers?
We're just gonna look up nervously at Cass.
Well, I can just imagine Cass walking forward.
So wait a minute. A dagger is a piercing weapon. It's not a cutting or slashing weapon. However, I do have a small knife in my inventory.
I mean, Rylo, if you want to lend me the knife, or if you want to shave me, I won't say no.
No, I'll let you use the knife.
I mean,
actually, hold on. He's gonna go through his bag, and he's gonna pull out a small pen knife.
use the
You're
hand
gonna use
axe.
a pen knife. Okay. A pen
I have no
knife.
idea what those look like. Hold on.
You know what an X-Acto knife looks like?
Oh, it's those. Oh.
Yeah,
that.
You're going to shave with an X-Acto blade.
Hell, the hell with that.
This is what I want to see. I want to roll a dex check and see how many cuts you...
Just do.
Oh, he's a small knife.
You can do it with a small knife, no problem. You could do it with an axe. I wouldn't recommend it. You could do it with a dagger. There is a side of a dagger that you can do it on. A poniard you would not be able to.
Yasha did it with tried to shave somebody with a broadsword. Or her great sword.
Yeah, but that's Yasha. Yeah.
Oh, listen, only Ashley, and it didn't go well, but it is.
Oh, they tried it again way later and really fucked up.
That's right.
Yeah.
God bless the GM having to deal with, like, can I shave with a greatsword and having to come up on the spot with, like, I guess that's a dexterity?
Hi, look at the people in this group. Think about the stuff that I have to deal with.
I'm like, the stuff you guys put up with.
Oh, man.
To be fair, Bloodhunter in my group asked me yesterday, hey, can I make a bomb, please?
Yeah.
I was like, sure. You have an alchemist kit? Yep. Okay. On the ship? Yep.
Well,
okay.
Let's go, Lee. Shave, give it a shot.
Alright, yeah. I'll shave.
Please roll a dexterity check.
I've been told I'm good at those.
No, actually, it's funnier if I don't. Go ahead.
Exactly right.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Oh,
wow. Oh my God, you slit your throat.
Does anyone have a medicine check they'd like to do as Liam is bleeding profusely?
I've never had to shave myself before. I don't know how you do it.
All right, Anita's going to be able to help you out by playing first aid.
Good grief.
I've never had to shave before. How the fuck do you do this?
The best
Not
part
like
is
that.
no one asked if they had a mirror. He was
Well,
doing
that's
it
what I
right.
was gonna do. That's what I decided not to do because it was funny.
Oh.
So,
You don't go across the throat. You don't go across the throat. You go.
Oh, really? You
Uh,
I mean, well, I fucking assumed against this sharp edge, but like, how'd you get these small bits?
Oh man, how'd you spend your Monday night? Teaching my D&D characters how to shave.
my
There you
God, it was
go.
so cute.
There you go.
All right.
That reminds me, I need to shave.
So the cloak of elven kind. Do we know? Yeah. Surely we can use that too.
Yes, it's
Oh,
uploaded
Cass
to
has
Shirley.
it. That went to Cass.
Okay, good.
Oh my God.
Oh, I thought Cass had one.
No, Liam has the boots of Elven.
Oh, okay.
And Cass has a set of armor that gives a stealth boost, but the cloak of Elvenkind gives stealth advantage.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, good grief, her stealth's gonna be ridiculous.
It isn't already.
Yeah,
Plus 13 with advantage. Like,
I mean, she's hit 35 before, right?
Ours were on
Yes.
par.
Yeah.
yes,
Like,
Yeah, 'cause we
but ours were on par before she had the cloak because I made no noise while walking,
Mhm.
and I have an advantage of +8.
Yeah.
Now that she has the cloak, she's just insane.
Yep.
And then, what about the armor? Because his armor was something special, wasn't it?
Anita's?
No, his
Oh, the
armor
dwarf.
was very mundane. Just
Oh,
looked
okay.
fancy.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just well dressed.
But the armor itself probably worth. But the armor itself is probably worth something,
Yeah, it's worth
even if
about
it is
a-
mundane.
yeah, even
It's
if
worth
it's
about
like
100
common
gold.
chainmail.
Yeah, it's just chainmail.
Okay.
That's all it is.
I thought he had some kind of special water armor.
No, he just made it seem like it.
Mariner's armor is fucking fantastic, though.
Yes, it is. Except for it's pronounced Mariners.
Oh, is it Mariners? I'm sorry. Jeez.
Knick Knack, I'm playing you a song if you are feeling so inspired.
Awesome. Yes. Perfect. Anyone want to help me as I rack this
Of
popsicle
course.
stand?
As
Alright.
your
Now currently have more
GM,
hit points than me, and I find it hilarious.
as your GM, I feel responsible to remind you that you can help yourself.
Guidance.
There you go.
So you are getting an advantage to negate the disadvantage. Bardic Inspiration and Guidance.
So straight roll.
Oh.
And you were going for heroism, correct?
Yeah, so I automatically complete it.
Oh, nice.
I thought 20 is a cantrip, isn't it?
Yes.
No, but it's +2. Guidance and
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Consumes the bardic inspiration and guidance, but yes.
Oh, right, yeah,
That-
I gotcha. Yep.
That's an excellent spell. That's going to come in handy.
so now I have the heroism.
Remind me,
Okay.
heroism makes it to where you can't be frightened, and you also gain temporary hit points, right?
Heroism, immune to being frightened, gains temporary hit points, and yeah.
Each turn, it gains temporary hit points each turn till the spell.
Oh.
Yes, at the start of each of your turns.
Oh.
Yeah.
And my spellcasting ability modifier at the moment is a +9.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is it proficiency or just straight intelligence?
Will be just straight intelligence.
It's just your intelligence.
So +5 every turn.
Yeah, that's still pretty good.
Still awesome.
Although, is there I know this only happened once, but is there any spells that we can have that, maybe get around possession, or maybe even stop possession?
I mean, counter charm is actually a very effective method of it. Overall, just slips through the cracks. Then.
I have a bunch of stuff I'm planning on getting. Next, hopefully tomorrow, if I can do well on the religion check, I can get the really fun one.
What's the really fun one?
You'll find out.
You scare me.
All right. So the ship will continue sailing towards the city of Erebor. You can see it on the horizon, getting closer. The city walls extend out into the canal. The ship will actually have to pass through a lock in order to enter the city. As you guys get closer, is there anything you want to do before actually getting to the gates of Erebor?
You know, I have a question, Eric.
Yes.
This just occurred to me. Do I think that a lesser restoration would wake me up if I smoked soot and passed out?
Lesser restoration. Let's find out here.
Well, I don't know if like unconscious list of conditions, but
It cannot be. It'll do blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Yeah, the poison would be cured.
then maybe I'm gonna smoke a little bit before we get there. And knick-knack, if I pass out and you have to spend a spell slot on me, then, well, first of all, obviously, but second of all, I will make it, I don't know, I'll buy you something worth your while.
Done.
Cool. So, I mean, you never know what's going to happen in a city like this, and who doesn't want extra sorcery? Who doesn't?
Before you get super fucked up, let's can I ask everyone a question?
I don't see why one person's the other, but sure.
Well, right, but this is more of a group thing because of, well, you'll figure it out.
You go ahead.
Before we leave, like just as we're about to leave, do you think that we could all stop into an herbalism shop and maybe pick up some herbs for potions? I would like to try make different kinds of potions rather than just healing. Maybe try to make invisibility potions or something like that.
Barlow's braiding his beard.
Add an herbalist shop to the list of areas. Easy.
Okay.
Fantastic. All right, we'll continue away.
So, are you lighting up?
Yeah, let's see. What kind of extended spell or distance? Sorry, go ahead.
What color are you smoking?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The question
Extended
is, do you
spell.
care? Or do you just pick one out of the box?
It's a trap.
That's a good question, but I have, and I'm normally pretty down for stuff like that, but I have only 3 left, and I'm at least partially, at least 70% he's to do it, but there is a significant percent that's like trying to be a little bit more prepared when.
Sure.
You know, we
So
do.
I feel like this is an instance where he'd put some thought.
Okay.
We do have marijuana left if you just want to get high.
Right, but no, genuinely, I mean, also as also on the meta level,
Yeah.
I think it would be decent to have an extra epic. So I'm gonna, we'll take brown, which I have written down. Tell me if I read that
Okay.
wrong. I have written down that is extended.
Yes.
Perfect. We'll go ahead and do that.
All right, and as you light up the brown suit, it has a scent to it of the cross between chocolate and coffee, with a little bit of pretzel thrown in there, which is weird. But let's go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
I think I hate it. Con save,
As the
not worth the tides.
inhale of it feels like glitter on the top of your palate.
Nice.
And yeah, you're fine.
Great.
You get the benefits
feel
of
great, guys.
extended spell.
So perfect. And that's one of the cheaper meta magic options too. Cool,
It
cool, cool.
is.
And as
Yeah.
lovely as going to all the different bars and locations and things like that in different cities, maybe we should avoid bars.
Are you saying that we haven't had the best experience?
Just a touch.
I mean, I think we recall last time being like, oh, there was an iron boot in this city. Why didn't we just go there? That is our preferred fighting. So
Right.
If we do get that itch, there's probably, I'm pretty sure there's an iron boot in the area board. We'll just go there.
Okay.
But as distasteful as that was, it all ended up. I mean, it was to our benefit in the end.
Oh yeah, I don't really.
Yeah.
It happened.
I just don't want to risk any of us dying not on our
No,
own
I agree.
terms.
That's one of the things I like about the iron boot is do it without a risk of dying unless you want the risk of dying. So, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that was an option.
So,
I assume
Nick,
it's an option, right? The Iron Boot probably does do lethal fights if you want to, or do they just not do those at all?
They can. It's very rare, but
Yeah.
it can be done. It requires a special dispensation. And you would know that it requires a special dispensation from the collection, which is
Got
the
it.
guy in charge up on the 4th floor.
Yep.
And he's the only one allowed on the 4th floor, right?
Normally.
Well, he and his VIP, like,
Him and his friends.
which he doesn't have many of.
He
Interesting
gets
that-
tables.
Yeah, there's 2 characters on the Wednesday campaign that have been up there.
You know, contrary to popular belief, the more powerful you get, the less friends you have.
Oh, very true.
so, Knick-Knack, what do you know about the Flying City?
What do I know about Erie Abor?
Roll your history check as I get ready to drag you to another channel. Never mind.
Oh.
We can all say we're all
From Liam's
actually-
study, would he know anything about Erebor?
Let's roll your history check.
I should guidance myself. I'm gonna guidance
Wow.
Liam. Oh,
No, too late.
shite.
All right.
You need to
That's
be
loud.
quick on the draw, man.
this is actually pretty near Cormir and I studied, so I as a player don't care about Erebor at all and don't love when players pile on, but Silas actually.
Silas can
So-
and Cass can.
That's not
And who are you giving the guidance to, Knick-Knack, before we roll it? Because you have to say it.
You,
appears.
you would not be giving guidance to Cass. That's not in character. So if you want to,
Oh, okay, sure.
yeah. So
We all know jack diddly shit about this place.
there we
Except for
go.
Silas.
Someone does.
There have
Alright.
been some classes that Silas paid attention to. There are a lot of proficiencies that he has based on his formal education, but mostly he didn't pay attention. So,
All
must
right.
be somewhere.
I assumed he was too busy getting high in
Silas
some
real
of his
quick.
classes.
I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
The lady is running away! Okay, go ahead.
Oh, she is so.
All right, so Erebor is a city-state, generally lawful good on the high roads. The low roads are pretty much chaotic and illegal activities happen all the time. The Iron Boot is somewhere in the middle. You can get entrance to it from both the high road and the low road. You would obviously know this information because you've been here as the Blue Blazer. Yay! Let's see. There are temples to pretty much every god and goddess in Erebor. You can go pretty much anywhere and visit any temple for any god or goddess, good or evil. They don't really care. They are very inclusive. Race relations are pretty open. It's a generally melting pot. It's the America of Faerun, all in one city. So, yeah. You'll find Thayans here. You'll find slaves here. You'll find good people and bad people, all sorts of people. Cool. Did you hear me? Hello? Testing. Cannot hear you. Okay, going back down to the other channel.
To cover her head because she suffers
Okay.
from secondhand embarrassment.
Can
so
you hear me
much.
here?
Yes,
Does she
yeah,
really?
yes.
That's awesome.
Oh, Eric, I was hearing you perfectly, and so I at the very end when you were like, any questions, I was like, no, I heard you great, and
Sweet.
realized you couldn't hear me. But no, I got everything. That was perfect.
Cool. All right, let's get the lady back in the room.
Yep. I flagged her down.
Hi. Welcome back.
Cool. What was your question, Liam? Sorry, in character, what got the conversation started? What was your question?
I don't remember the question.
What can
I think just what do we know?
what do we know about Erebor? What can we expect on our way to it? Big city, kind of a melting pot.
Right.
Two very different vibes. Whether you're in the as you before, two very different vibes. Whether you are on the high road or the low road, as in life, so in Erebor. The Iron Boot. What?
You said it was very diverse, right? Are we talking in religion or everything?
In every possible sense. It is very much. Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's money related. Who knows? But I assume it's money related. That if you have coin, then you're good. But I mean, you'll find everything from cultists to priests to heroes to villains. And
Con some people.
Well, if that is
like
the
most
case,
places,
if they
I'll take what walks in front of me.
if that is the case, and that there is such diversity in terms of religion, then we need to be careful. Because, well, if that
I would not. I mean, look, if worshippers of Tiamat don't need to be particularly careful, certainly worshippers of Mass. Careful.
Well,
like,
no,
there's a church to
about
everybody in Erebor. There's a church
right.
to
Even Shar.
Even me?
Probably.
Definitely to Nick.
Definitely to Nick.
Well, what I'm saying is that the two of us, and Liam's going to point at himself and at Nick Nack, we need to be careful.
I don't think you need to be especially careful, but I think you're going to be somewhat. I think you probably will be anyway, so I won't push that.
Yeah.
Cass, you look like you have a question.
Yeah, speaking of religion, I've got some friends at the High Altar of the... If we want to go there, or I'll just go.
There's your friends everywhere.
I do have friends everywhere. Quote, friends, end quote.
I feel like I should be trying to fucking... When your Here's something you guys might not know. When your father's an who's tied to a chair...
Mm-hmm.
You feel a little obligated to try and help him out of his predicament.
You just tip him in the water and you just watch him drown.
Well, wait a minute. Our very first conversation with him, he stated that if he wasn't tied down to that chair, that he probably would be doing the same thing Echifuru's doing right now.
Just right?
Eventually, he would try to take over as well. He said that being tied to the chair was actually probably for his own good as much as everyone else's. Am I remembering that correct?
You're remembering that very correctly.
So, I've heard you say this before about breaking him free, and I'm like, no. I don't think we
okay, and I'll be honest with you. Here's my take. And like, I could be completely, as a player and as Silas, have kind of the same take.
Right.
But and I just want to say it out loud. And if you guys think that's not correct, then you won't go with it. Don't feel that. A little bit, I kind of think find me an archfey that doesn't think that if they only had the power and the opportunity, they'd love to take it all or rule it all because it would, if nothing else, they would find it funny or fun. I don't see Eamon as getting the opportunity. If Titania can't do it and Mab can't do it, I really don't see him pulling it off.
So if he was,
and I think he'd be a useful ally against Echifuru. That said,
yeah,
I'm perfectly fine with Mask's compromise of I'll help you against Echifuru, but I won't help you free Eamon. Like, that's a huge win for me. So I'm down to reach out to this church for that. Well, I have a follow-up question first, but that was my reason. But
why would you want to set him free? I mean, sure he's giving you power, but that's it. That might be a personal question.
Correct.
I'm sympathetic. I'm sympathetic to his situation. Surely, but he said.
I do genuinely think that it would be a huge ally in the final battle against Furu. Like, I mean. Mask is saying he'll dip in, cast a spell, and leave. But Eamon was, an Archfey was humiliated. He will be in the fight for real.
Right. The problem is, I think our children would end up having to fight your father. That's the kind of thing that.
That's a very you could be completely right. I wouldn't mind. Listen, Anita.
Hey, maybe we can find a compromise.
Throw the gem of discretion.
Maybe we can just kill them both.
Hang on, actually, everybody, can we put our shards of the Blue Palace in this bowl and then set the bowl outside the gem of discretion?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Rebellion!
So we all do that, and Anita, do you turn the gem on?
Of course.
So, listen, I am more than happy to put clauses in these deals with Mask or with this goddess or with anybody else like, for example, here, I'll just show my hand. I was going to follow up with Cass and see if this was the Elven deed. one of the most. She's like the Hera, the second most powerful of the Elven. That being the case, they at least have some loose interest in Archfey, and I was hoping that I would have better luck reaching out to an Elven deity, a member of the Seldarine, than I don't know, probably a better luck than I would have had with Mask, and we succeeded with it. I am perfectly fine if deals with any of these deities or in any extraplanar entity, any way that we find a free Eamon, if that deal comes with a clause, as I imagine it might, of like, but we hinder his power, or but we put some safeguard in place, some check in place, like, I am more than fine to free Eamon, but also, like, put a glass in. Like, I'm more than fine with it.
Why not the Raven Queen? She's very against the undead, so that's...
I'm happy to add her to the list. I do think that as far as... Well, I don't know what Silas would have known basics about the studies. That, yes, she's a god that hates the undead, so we should add her to the list of these or temples that we'll reach out to. Maybe while we're in Erebor, there's fewer places that would have... I mean, maybe even Erebor doesn't. Does Erebor have a temple to the Raven Queen?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah, one of the few places you'll find one, like, not
visiting,
in the middle of the fucking mountains where nobody will just stumble into it.
Well, yeah, I mean, most of her temples are graveyards, right?
No.
They're, at least my understanding is that they're near places where the prime material, that the temples are built, though, like, places
nearby,
like,
yeah.
Where the shadow fell, like where it will, like, the way that, like, they're, you know, forests or whatever that are very close to the Feywild, and there are parts of material that, like, blur, that they usually build those temples on, like, those remote places where it blurs with the shadow.
Well, just as long as we're on the same page, I mean, the thing about your father is, I mean, he's helped us along this entire way, and so, like I said, I'm kind of sympathetic to his situation, but, you know, and we have access to him, which we don't have access to, you know, all these other deities. But yeah, I mean, he's warned us himself. Hey, I would probably be tempted to do the same thing he's doing. So, if we ever try to visit that option, we need to make sure we have some safeguards in place.
One thing that I'm also worried about with Eamon is that he, like you said, would be tempted. And if he is tempted, especially in that moment after we kill Forgotten One, what reason would he have to not turn against us in that moment while we're weak?
Honestly, my hope would be Mask. My suggestion, if we have Eamon on our side, is that we not pull out the Mask card during the battle with Echifuru, and we save it for when Eamon eventually is like, great, I'll be dealing with you. Like, for that scenario, because I predict that. I agree with you, Liam, that that's exactly what I think we do. And I think that if we have Echifuru and other allies if we have Eamon fighting alongside us and whatever other allies we gather, that we can possibly save the Mask card as a final, like, if Eamon looks at us weakened and partially defeated after the battle and is like, who will stop me? We can be like, well, not us, but this literal god who doesn't like you very much will probably do it.
Although, gods aren't exactly all-powerful, and who knows what the power difference.
Listen, while the shards are in the bowl, it's a fight I'm willing to watch. But I think he's probably got the drop on an Archfey. Certainly an Archfey that just got done fighting a Lich.
Yeah, exactly.
You're probably right, yeah. No, that makes sense.
I mean, look, I hear you. I think an Archfey that planned it properly and struck at the right time could probably did it in the right spot at the right time. But this is not, like, would not be a time and place of...
Not to mention one that also had control of time at one point. I mean, he's not...
No, totally. I don't think he's to... And my understanding... now I'm not sure if this is just Silas's Damon's, but my understanding is that Eamon, a long time ago, when there were more courts than there were now, once, like, ruled over his own court the way that some other Archfey nobility do. So, I mean, if he has any memories about being in a throne room with actual people catering, I'm sure he wants to be back there.
He's there. He's stuck there.
Well, but I just meant with nobody catering. I meant back to that place in life where there are actually people that care. Yeah. But yeah, let's
what do we
get
wanna
to
do?
if it's fine with you guys, I will pursue as many leads as I can to help us continue to help us fight Echifuru. I will continue to try and be like, hey, I will make the case to every deity that we see or every group that we see that, hey, same case I made to Mask. One of the best weapons we have in this fight is Eamon, but we can't free him. So if you free him, that makes this whole thing a lot easier for everyone. And if you're still talking to us and willing to help us in the fight against Echifuru, then we already sold you on that, on him sucking. So if you really want to help him die, then you should free this Archfey. If that doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you.
So we're gonna go temple hopping in Erebor.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, at least. Yeah. If you're already going to the moon, which, by the way, what moon goddess? The human one or the
I
elven
don't know.
one? Right.
Let's start there though. I mean,
Yeah,
if Cass knows people, let's start there.
And Liam's right. Any or at least it's on the right track. I think any deities that have a particular hatred for the undead, we should hit up and be like, hey, we've got a lich that's trying to make himself a lich king. Let's address this together.
So are liches on the same realm as demigods, or are they just slightly below that?
I would think most of them are below that. I think some of the, I would guess some of the, your top 5 throughout history have maybe reached that status. I think one actually reached deity status.
That was
Roll
Vecna,
your
right?
religion check, Silas. Let's see how much you know.
Alright, it is rolling.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah. You would have. That's about right.
Off the top of my head, I thought this was a proficiency I had marked from his education. Like, one of the ones that I had been like, yeah, he would have been schooled in that, but I guess I did not know.
All good. I believe I remember you actively saying that this was one that you were neglecting.
That's true. I just still, I kind of tend to let the dice, that's one of the ones that I like where because the ones that he has proficiency in, I don't have, my intelligence is still +0.
Right.
So that's why I kind of have thought the dice still decide, yeah, but you weren't paying attention that day. Because you're not actually smart.
Yeah, you're not far off of what you
Street
know.
smart.
Yeah. Street smart until you inject something. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Too soon?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's another thing too.
I think Silas would roughly have... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rilo is interested in making a little money. I have some things I want to do, but I'm only about halfway there. So if there's a chance for us to make
some bank.
Make some money, I'd like to do it because there's some things, like I said, I want to do, and I'm only about halfway there.
Are you living on a prayer?
Fight where the odds are against us at the Iron Boot, and for it anyways.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. So,
All right.
the ship
Indeed.
will sail between the giant white pillars of Erebor, and bringing you guys into the town proper. So, we will take you guys there. Big town. Big town.
Oh, I love this art. This is really nice.
So, as you guys...
And I hadn't even zoomed out yet. This is gorgeous.
Yeah. So, as you guys make your way into town, the ship pulls up to a dock. There are guards on the docks as you guys approach. And the gangplank gets lowered. The ropes are thrown, tied fast. And the anchor dropped. You guys are set at the docks of Erebor. The captain, Captain Kiera, looks at you guys. We're safe here. No one dares mess with us while we're docked here in Erebor. Make yourselves comfortable. I'm going to actually go ashore and get myself a drink. And she locks up the cabin and leaves the ship.
I'm surprised.
Interesting. What about Logan?
I was just about to ask that, yeah.
Logan was still seasick. Do you guys want to go bother him?
Yeah. I want to know if he's interested in going to town or...
He is absolutely down for getting off this damn boat.
Yeah, I would.
No, wasn't the discussion originally that you were going to give an option to leave as soon as we talked?
Yeah, I mean, I've already told him.
He's been getting as soon as we hit any city, but yeah.
Yeah, he's got the option to go whenever he wants. He's opted to stay until now.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get a feel for what he wants to do.
The moment that the ship stops moving and he hears the anchor splash, dude's on the deck ready to disembark. He has all of his possessions. He is armored up. He has his backpack on. He's ready to go.
So, Logan, where are you going to head? Do you know where you're heading from here?
To that dock.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
going to be? Are
Yeah.
you going to be
I did
sticking
get
around?
There we go. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Are you going to be sticking around? Or are you going to just take off?
Well, figure find out who's in town. Maybe head over to Iron Boot. They say they got a franchise here. It's a pretty fancy one. Yeah. Say that the ladies there tend to be kind of tough, and sometimes you get some world famous fighters. So, figure head down there and see if I can reestablish some street cred after Rilo kicked my ass.
Why don't we chip in some money so that he can have a start?
Oh, that's fine. I got some cash.
All right. Well, good. Yeah, good luck to you.
Maybe we'll see you over there.
Yeah, maybe we'll see you over there. We plan to hit. I think we're going to hit the Iron Boot too eventually.
I look forward to buying you a drink.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe you and I can spar.
Yeah, maybe so. That'd be kind of a good time, right? Yeah. But anyway, best of luck. Don't leave without talking to me. I might join you for the ride.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When do you want me back? When are you guys thinking to split?
I think we're probably going to be here at least 2 days, right? Maybe 3.
Cool.
Yeah,
So-
I'm alright with that.
Yeah, we
I'll
have stuff
check
to get
in.
around to.
I'll check you in 3 days.
All right.
Later.
Okay.
He heads off,
Later.
and you see a sign, and it's down to the low road, and he heads directly in that direction. And he meets up with a woman who's very scantily clad on a corner and ducks into an alleyway. So,
On to them.
Yeah.
You said he had cash.
it's been a while, and Logan's, got
Been a
to do
while.
business. Yeah.
Can I see a picture of Logan again?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's 6 of
He's
us
a-
here. But okay.
He's a bug.
Like, it's been a while. Like, I mean, why? But okay.
We went.
He's a
down-
bugbear. He's a bugbear.
Oh,
We went. down-
oh! Completely forgot about that. Literally thought he was a dude. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I thought he was a one of those shifters. Not a
No.
bugbear.
No, he's a bugbear. And so imagine Wolverine if he had more hair.
And long arms.
Yeah, the long arm.
Yeah. Literally,
Yeah, I'll
dude
let-
can reach out 10 feet and reach you, no problem.
I mean, that sounds like a
I'll
good time.
let-
So.
Professionals.
Yeah.
I'll let the professionals finish that.
He found
So,
a professional.
where do
Let's put
we-
it that way.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Yep. Where do we
Yep.
go first? Are we hitting the temples first, or are we hitting? Are we getting food? Are we going to the herbalism store? Are we hitting other shops?
Herbalism store last. I
everything
would want to do any potion making on the ship. So
Yeah.
herbalism store last. Last thing we do.
You will
Sure.
get a glimpse of Captain Kiera Dantese heading up the high road and
Of course. She
grabbing
wouldn't be caught down.
some pretzels and some snacks along the way. Street food is a big thing here.
Can I ask, actually, culturally, with the 23 history check, is the street food? I was thinking that the food culture is probably pretty different.
Oh, yeah.
High road versus, right? Like,
Vastly.
yeah, I'm thinking that the difference between like
You get caviar
The
samplers on the high
Anti-style
road.
street
You get
food.
falafel on
Right.
the low road.
yeah, exactly.
Don't talk shit
No,
about falafel. Falafel's good.
If we're getting actually, and it's morning, we haven't Yeah, let's hit the low road first and like get some food that we can eat while walking, and walk around and just see what we run into, because we'll pass stores. We will see there's an entrance to the Iron Boot from the low road as well as the high road, so we'll see that either way. And eventually, I imagine all sets of these, you can get to the churches from either set of roads.
Most of the churches, yeah. There's
most
a couple
of the churches.
There are a couple that are exclusive to down and some that are exclusive to up, but for the most
That makes
part.
sense. Yeah, let's get some food from the low road and just walk around and see what comes up first. Because, by the way, Liam, if we happen to run into the herbalism store, like, right down here, there's no reason we can't just get your supplies and then you use them when we get on the boat if we happen to walk past it, soon. So why don't we get food and just see what we see?
We need to fight undead and lycanthropes? Because that's all we're about to hit after.
Can we do some Arcana or History checks on that question?
History would be usable, yeah. Religion could also be usable. And nature could
I'm
be
done
usable.
for a history check.
Alright, I'm gonna take it. Nope. Don't recall. Was not paying attention that time.
No, not a lot of history stories there. Knick-knack.
Probably, and this is just going on a limb, but probably if you cut their heads off, we're off to a good start,
Oh, great.
right?
Okay.
We're solid start. It has to be.
We could also just incinerate, or you
Not
do
a
your
lot of
cold
things
thing.
like fire. I like lighting things like fire, or freezing to death. Yeah. Eventually they shatter.
Generally good information.
You know,
We destroy them, they die.
I don't think we've ever run into
You
an
guys,
issue
this
before.
is why you asked the question.
I don't think we've ever run into an issue before where we ever had to think, how do we kill this thing? We just kill it. We just.
Well, but you know what? We can maybe ask. I'm sure their answer is going to be whatever's the most expensive thing in their store. But we can ask the first two and then go to the third store with that info. But we can ask a couple of stores, like a blacksmith, for example. Hey, should we be using weapons that do this type of damage, or silvered or magical or whatever? Like, are there weapons we should be using? Again, I'm sure their answer is going to be yes. This 16,000 gold sword will do the trick, but we should at least see.
Okay. So you guys head
do you guys
down
agree?
to the low road?
To the low road.
Yeah, it's a lemon.
Alright. I need insight checks from everybody as you guys are heading down the low road. Okay. That's kind of what I expected. Interesting. Okay.
Liam Silas and Cass are like clearly not paying attention. We are like pointing at, I don't know, we've got distracted window shopping.
Of course.
Somebody's selling weapons side of the store.
Yeah.
We're focused.
Silas and Cass are kind of in this, we're used to this type of environment. The rest of you, this is the bad part of town. There's a reason it's the low road. You guys are being eyed and watched by every single person on the street as a potential mark. They are looking to rob you, kill you, steal from you, use you, exploit you, potentially turn you into slaves. Anything they can possibly
Nothing crazy
do.
compared to Proskar or Easting. Like,
Well, Proskar was very lawful because of the people in charge. You're down here in the depths of Crime City. Think Sin City, the books and movie.
Yeah. That's true. I forget. We probably are oblivious to how the other. I like the insight rolls now. 'Cause we are oblivious to how the rest.
Here's the thing: is we're not novices anymore. I mean,
Right.
we
Yeah,
have,
that's true.
we've been in some pretty shady places and gotten
We
in
now
and
have
out
a
of some
gear that
pretty.
we can turn on. Yeah, a script that you can read from for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll back down from some fights, but not many.
Yep. So as you guys head down the road,
Is there anyone that Liam, because he's trying to pay his best attention as he can, is there anyone that stands out?
not in particular. Everyone stands out equally in the fact that everyone is suspicious.
Okay. No, iconography on someone's robes or anything like that that would...
lots all over the place.
There's a bunch. There's probably everywhere, right?
Yeah. That's the problem, is that there's so many notable icons and dresses and marks around that kind of gets lost. It's like going to the airport. When you go to the airport and you look around and you actually pay attention to what people are wearing, and you look at, brooches and, purses and keychains and things like that, everybody's here. You're going to have...
That's me tomorrow.
Yeah, it's everything. So, you're going to see symbols of Fae, you're going to see symbols of Rokugan, you're going to see Baldur's Gate people, Waterdeep, Mirabar, there'll be a couple people from Luskan, all over. Cormyr, Sembia, Chondathans, all over the place. There's even a couple people from Schultz, which are very large lizard people, that are being led by a tabaxi, which is weird that the tabaxi's leading the two lizard folk. But yeah, it's a big melting pot, and as you guys are strolling along, you feel that you are not being messed with because people are correctly judging your capabilities versus their own.
Yeah, that makes
Great.
sense.
Love that.
Yeah, Rilo isn't subtle about his power.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think Anita is either. I think Anita is looks the least dangerous in terms of at a glance, and then the longer you looks the most dangerous, because it's probably walking down that place looking the least concerned of all of us.
It's like the scene from Men in Black 1, where they go to the target range, and the one person that Will Smith kills is the little girl with the science notebooks in a dark alley filled with aliens.
Right, yes, that's right.
Yeah. Same thing. That's the normal one. She's not scared. Don't mess with that one.
She's up to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention, if anybody does, a detect magic, Cass and Knick-Knack are going to light up like Christmas trees.
All of us are glowing
Yeah, with our item.
Yeah, you guys are...
You, Rilo, with your axes, your armor.
Actually, I think the one who's glowing the least right now is Leah.
You'd be surprised.
No, actually, no, I have a lot of magical items. They're just not. A lot of them are potions and
stuff. A lot of them you can take it for granted.
Yeah, it's true.
So what do we see?
Essence extraction device, and yeah.
What do we see? What do we see first in terms of places we're keeping an eye out for, Eric? What comes up?
There's going to be a blacksmith shop pretty right up near the very start here, because they're going to be working on things like boat anchors and rigging for the ships and nails and stuff. So it's a small shop, but capable. Looks like you could probably dip in and get information if you wanted to.
We can also just sell off this chainmail from the dwarf. I don't think there is any. Unless, Cass, there are a couple of weapons that you were like, I'll keep an... But we've barely had any time for... So I think you're probably still holding on to them. Yeah, so I think just the chainmail. But we can sell it off while we're here from the Dwarven Pirate. And ask him if he's got any suggestions for weapons if we were headed into the lycanthrope-infested areas.
Okay, so as you walk in, there is a dark elf woman. She is sleeveless, wearing a white linen top and white pants that are black with soot and ash and just stains from her wiping her hands on her pants. She looks up at you, and she's buff. Like, most elves that you guys have seen tend to be on the frail side. This elf is easily 160 pounds and 5'8".
If you were to just look to your left at Liam, you'll just see your standard elf just lithe and thin.
Right. And she could probably break you. She's built.
So we don't see many. Yeah, but more shocking. We don't see many dark elves just walking around, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was about to. I was about to say. Silas might try to use this moment to express through eye contact. I said everybody's here. This is a diverse ass place. Everybody is welcome, for better or worse.
Even so, that's wow.
Yeah.
She looks up.
Silas probably has a moment too, because he doesn't interact with them very much. He probably has a reflex moment where he uses disguise self to elongate. It's just a reflexive way that he interacts with people, as he uses disguise self to it's like mimicry, but with a magical oomph. which is a basic, con technique to get people to like you. He probably has this moment where he starts elongating his ears to be like, which he does when he's interacting with elves, and then is like, ooh, wait, remembers the relationship between dark elves and not like other elves, and is like, maybe I won't emphasize that actually.
She looks up as you guys come to the outside of the shop, and blacksmith shops aren't like, you walk in the door. It's an open air establishment that you guys walk up to. And as you approach, she looks up, slumming it.
Quite.
Indeed.
Indeed. So,
How are you, my dear woman?
fine. What do you want, miss?
I believe we're here to sell some chainmail. Would you like to buy that?
Let's see it. She clears off
Was
the
it
I
chain?
anvil.
want Anita the chainmail and let
Was it-
Anita.
Yeah, she cleans off
Was
the
it
anvil,
chain?
puts it off to the side. Yep, it's chain. Looks, taps the anvil. All right, let's see what you got.
It was a
Alright.
very nice chain, right? Like it was decorative and
Yeah, I hand it to Anita so that she can to lead the negotiation.
These belong to you?
They belong to someone who no longer needs them, and now they're ours.
Yes.
No.
Answer that question, yes.
No, do they belong to you?
Oh,
Aha!
yes, they belong.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes?
Well, let's see the chainmail.
All right.
I will, as we step back, I will a little to.
If you
Never
can,
mind.
if you would please place the chainmail out, dear Silas.
hey, Eric,
Yeah. And it's funny because we have all of these cons that require Silas to just be like a dumb bodyguard. So he kind of falls into the role of like, her servant or slave pretty easily, and just like, yeah, of course, and like pulls out the mail and sets it on the anvil and like gives Anita deferential body language, a half bow on back. We've probably done this dozens of times before with different names and slightly
Yeah.
different connotations, but tell me
Although
this isn't any different.
As you can hear in his tone, he is also secretly rolling his eyes into the back of his head. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course.
She leans forward. Got some blood on it. Fresh. Who'd you kill? Friend of mine?
Oh, I doubt that. This was not a friend of anybody's.
Fair enough. Tell you what, I'll give you 100 gold for it, and I won't ask any more questions.
I mean, 100 gold. That seems to that doesn't really seem to reflect the beauty of this chainmail. Don't you think that it's?
Who'd you get it from?
We found it on the open sea.
With blood on it, and she pulls a long beard hair. Looks dwarven.
Well, the make doesn't appear to be dwarven. I'm not sure where that came from. That might be, a long bearded.
She looks at Rilo. It's not your shade.
No, it's not.
So, tell you what, I won't ask anything else. 150 gold. And I'll take it off your hands and won't let the guards know that you brought some dead dwarf's armor to me.
Well, we certainly appreciate that. But how about we make that 200 gold?
How about
And we
not?
clean off the. Right.
You need to keep your slaves in line, ma'am.
Yes, I know. They are mouthy. I'm way too nice with them.
Yeah, let's split it 175.
All right. We have a deal.
Okay. She shakes your hand, and your hand is a little now. There's a couple smears of soot on your hand from her grip. She's got a muscled grip too. She's like,
Yeah, I'm one of it.
yeah, grip from, retail worker. And she wipes her hands off, goes over, gets a strong box. It's a small box. Opens it up, and inside there's only a few coins, but she'd count out almost all of them, and then hands you 175 gold coins, and takes the chainmail and throws it into one of the barrels of water.
That's a good idea. It'll look very shiny as you go to sell that.
Right. So, and she stops, and behind you, walking by, are 4 guards of the city, marching along.
Question for Eric.
Uh-huh.
While Liam was in the monastery, and even while Liam was in Sembia, did he have any, maybe not friends, but people that he grew up with who were drow?
You would have learned about them, and there would have been people at the monastery who would have been drow, yeah.
Okay, does he know too much about their
He would know that they
culture?
are a matriarchal society, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Any reason why they would leave such societies like that?
Many reasons, but primarily political excommunication would be the number one. Is either they got disenfranchised from their house, they did something wrong, or their families did something wrong, and they got kicked out.
Okay.
Because political power is a major drive within the drow culture.
Right.
And being a female drow, you are expected to have many male slaves and male workers. And that's actually a sign of wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So, intrigue and all of that comes through the number of people that you control. The fact that
Gotcha.
she's here at the entrance to the low road as a blacksmith and alone, she's probably self-confident, but she's not high on the political ladder.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because she's not relying on other people to protect her. She's talking to 6 of you and hasn't really gone full defensive. So she thinks she could probably take you.
So we've sold the chainmail, and now, Anita, next, did you want to ask about the lycanthropes or undead, if there's any... I mean, we fought undead before, but if there's any advice on weapons that we should get to fight these types of creatures?
My good woman, what is your name?
Everest Kilnol.
Everest.
For those taking notes, here you go.
Thank you.
I always pretend I know how to spell them, and I think I've been right 3 times. This is not one of them. I was hoping you might give us some advice. We may have to fight some of the undead, or perhaps some lycanthropes. What would you recommend as our best defense?
Holy water from any of the churches always helps. Fight in light. Keep torches around you. My experience with the undead is considerable.
Yeah,
You're headed west, obviously, then.
We are indeed. Your experience with the undead is considerable. Would you like to tell me a story about that?
Not really.
We would love
Ladies
to.
dying over here.
Yeah, we'd love to benefit from your experience. Maybe we could buy you a drink.
She looks up at you and then looks over at Silas. Have I seen you before?
A pity that the men aren't allowed to talk in these situations, because Silas has some witticisms, but he says nothing and lets Anita continue to lead.
Anita will nod at Silas, giving him permission to speak.
Has he... Does he
Sorry,
get
what
out
was that?
much? Does this one get
Oh,
out
gosh.
much?
He does get out quite a bit. Yes. I send him out to make money from time to time.
Really? Then I believe I've already been bought a drink before. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Where? When?
I mean, this is your town, Everest. You tell us.
Yeah,
Where
my town. My town in that I live here. And I work here. This
Yes.
is far from my town. And she looks at you and she's giving you this very distinct, odd feeling that you aren't claiming power within the city.
that you're not. That we're not.
That Anita is not saying this is my town.
Oh yes, no, I was not saying it's my town. I'm saying it's your town.
Yeah, she finds that odd that you're not claiming the power.
Oh, I see. Because I'm here with
With the
four-
crew.
Yeah, with 5
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Or 5 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does
But
that
she's
look like?
obviously not new to the culture. I mean, she
Right.
understands the surface world's different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She just finds it odd, and she looks at you. So, fine, you want to meet you down at, let's find out where's she going to take you guys. She's going to take you guys, oh man, she's going to take you guys down, oh man, to the Fiery Snail.
As one would.
Yep. The Fiery
All right.
Snail, and she says, now remember, watch your purses, and make sure that this one, pointing at Silas, keep an eye on him, keep him out of trouble.
That one you can never keep out of trouble. We just hope that he makes money on the other side of it.
From what I understand, he makes a lot of money.
Yes, he has been a good investment.
Interesting.
Um,
I would say so. I didn't know that he had such a attractive...
I have so many talents and so many things that I do with my time. It's really quite remarkable. I love that we keep remarking on it. Where did you say you wanted us to meet again?
we're meeting at the Fiery Snail, but I would like to know a little bit,
Snail.
Everest, about why you know Silas so well.
I don't know... Oh, I must be mistaken. I'm sorry.
Ah,
I don't know anyone named Silas. You looked familiar. Maybe not quite the same.
I just face dance around a little bit through my various Clark Kents, like the 5 or 6 of them, and I'm like, I get that a lot. I look like a lot of people. Don't worry about it. The mistake happened.
For a moment there, you looked blue. Like blue steel.
as in sad?
No, like blue steel.
I'm very melancholy.
It's when he turned left.
Interesting. All right. Well, we will look for you at the Fiery Snail. What time do you close up, my good lady?
I'll meet you down there for dinner. 6:30?
6:30 it is. We will see you then.
And for those who didn't catch that, that's a Zoolander reference. Mhm.
I've never watched Zoolander.
A fucking
Assignment
classic.
for you, sir.
You know, my goal in life is to disappoint everybody with my lack of movie knowledge.
That's a movie that you would love, though, Liam. You really would.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
love
you
it.
would. You would enjoy it.
Zoolander 1.
I'll
That's
give it a
it.
look.
Don't watch 2.
Oh, same. I didn't need that in my life.
I know it's Ben Stiller, is that his name?
Yes.
Yes,
God,
and Owen
damn it.
Wilson.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, do we want to just keep walking and see what we see next
Yeah.
on the road?
We're going to see Everest later. I think we still have other things to do in town, so we should just keep going. Obviously, Anita will just either, I guess, just divvy up the cash.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna just divvy it up now along with the platinum from earlier. So I will message everybody in
Cool.
Discord and Roll20 what the what this like disbursement is.
Sure.
Cass, someone's reaching in your pocket.
What?
Can
Can I stabby stab?
I stab them? God bless you.
Yeah,
Fuck
as
yeah.
you turn around and pull the dagger down, you see a little girl about 5 years old, blonde hair, 2 blonde pigtails, dressed in a little ratty brown dress, roped for a belt, looking up at you, caught red-handed. She's
What the hell
barefoot
do you
and
want,
muddy.
kid?
She tries to take her hand away from you.
Yeah, well, she's not getting away. What the hell do you want, kid?
She starts crying. She doesn't say a word yet.
Well, you're gonna have to use your words, kid. I don't know what to tell you.
I want food.
You want food? What do you want to eat?
Can't. Food. I haven't eaten for 3 days, miss.
Well, why don't you just ask then? Why you gotta steal shit?
And you look at her, she has bruises under both eyes, and she's got cuts up and down her arms. She's used to being beaten by everyone around her.
Yeah, that doesn't feel at all like anything that Cass can relate to at any moment. What is the, nearest food stall?
There's a little sausage place down the way. Guy's greasy, fat, but cheerful enough. He's trying to be the cheerful guy on the down in mean streets. Yeah, if you go down to Harlem, the guy that's got the bratwurst stand.
The little hot dog cart,
Yeah.
Hey, don't knock on those cards, man. Sometimes there's some of the
they're
best
awesome.
fucking food you'll have for the day.
Oh, I agree.
Great, yeah, I
They're
believe
awesome.
that.
But you have to make it to the cart to order, because everyone along the way is going to try to stab you.
That's true.
That's always bad.
Hey, growing up as a Cuban in Miami, you carry your knife, and then no one messes with you.
Yeah.
So,
I'll buy all of us a sausage, and I will also buy her 2 sausage.
she looks up at you with the widest eyes you've ever seen, and for a moment, there's a little bit of hero worship in that look.
I mean, don't look.
And the moment you let go of that sausage, she's gone.
That's fine with me. Bye!
That sounds right.
You're
Hope
out
you enjoy
one
the
silver
sausage.
piece.
Cool.
Yep.
Hand it over.
He checks it to make sure it's real, pockets it. Thank you very much.
And we'll go about our business.
Cool.
Liam is, as everyone else is walking away, Liam is gonna turn over to the guy and say, hey, if you see any kids like that, can you do me a favor? And he's gonna reach into his coin purse and take out 2 pieces of gold. Can you feed them? If you see
Sure.
any kids like that.
Yeah. Thanks. He puts the gold in his
Before I
pocket.
hand it to him, does it seem like he's actually going to?
Roll your insight check. He'll probably feed 1 just to make sure that as you're walking away, you see him doing it. But
I mean it.
he's gonna feed 1.
I mean it. This goes to them. Please.
Sure. No sweat.
Anita, without an insight check, will tell you that the minute you turn your back, that money is going in his pocket.
Yeah, probably.
That's the part of town we're in.
But hey, if you want to just throw it on the ground in the alley, somebody who needs it will pick it up, and you get to feel like a hero.
There you go.
Yeah. And Liam will just walk away, put the coins back in his pocket.
The dude looks at you. Sucker born every minute. Alright. Anyway. Next. So
where are we going?
What do we see next? As we're just meandering. I mean, let's eat and walk. We've got these
Delicious sausages.
sausages. Let's eat and walk.
got
And what do we?
sausages. There's a couple temples.
What do we see
There's
next
a couple
among the places we're keeping
libraries. There's an
People are
antique
shitty in this
shop.
part of the neighborhood.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you know is the Moon Temple
The high altar, so I sort of assume it's on
probably
the high
high up?
road.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a entrance to the High Temple on the high road.
This would be where we would run into some of the gods of death that would be offended by a lich, though.
Yeah.
Like the Raven Queen or Kellenvor.
You're going to see a couple of the antique shops here that are, kind of on the sketchy side of not necessarily antique shops, but more like pawn shops where the stolen goods get fenced out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all over the place down here. You'll find a couple magic shops that have magical components and scrolls and things. But with you guys' experience, most of what they sell are just illusions. And it's like a real-life magic shop. It's tricks and, baubles and disappearing ink and crap like that. It's not real magic. But you'll see a couple people being driven along as slaves in chains. Their bald, red-dressed leader just walking along in front of them. Leading the group of slaves by you, which it feels weird to see that because you guys have been so used to the Cormyrian area where slavery is not allowed. There's a couple people that are talking. There's a group of 3 whores off to the side that are looking at the group of men walking together with Anita and Cass and trying to measure up if you guys are desperate enough to, maybe ignore the lice.
No.
No, not quite yet.
No.
There's a couple
That's,
more bordellos, just general run-of-the-mill slumming it.
So,
Where do you want to go?
well, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
As we're passing these magic shops and the antique shops and the trinket shops, I don't know if Silas would. Well, actually, yeah, Silas has done shady shit, so he would know from this, not from having paid attention to class. So, but are there any scrawled, subtle symbols of perhaps some darker, organizations or entities scrawled into the corner of it? You know what I mean? Like in those subtle, into a wood post or something. Can I make a perception
check? Yeah.
to try and? I will gesture to. I will whisper to Cass that I assume have similar business that you might be able to. We should.
Yeah.
The 2 of us should keep an eye out while we're walking for that type of.
Yeah.
If you say that to the group, Liam will assist you in perception checks.
I think we know. I think the 2 of us know what we're looking for in this particular, perhaps. So I
Okay.
think we're
So
keeping.
go ahead and
we're
roll
keeping
your
that.
perception check, just Silas, without
Let's each roll one, right?
No,
Yeah,
Cass doesn't need to roll one. I
Okay.
just need
Well,
Silas
I
to
got
roll
a nat 20.
one. Okay, cool.
Oh shit! Wow.
So yeah, you'll notice a couple of patterns, and not only will you notice that, but you'll notice very distinctly that Cass is actively not looking at them.
Any of them?
She's actively avoiding revealing that she knows they're there. Almost like she's seen them all before and knows exactly where they are, what they mean, where they go, all of it.
Okay, so I will probably be expecting that you knew everything but where they were. So when I point them out, I will probably be expecting you, or when I've seen them, I will probably be like, hey, what's that one? Hey, what's that one? Hey, what's that one? If I don't recognize it, and I probably won't. So I probably expect that you'll know it on sight. He's probably super proud of himself for having caught it and
Which
thinking
one?
that he.
Where? Oh, that
Oh
one!
wow! How'd you see that? Oh my god!
So intricately hidden into the woodwork. I'm so proud of you.
She says, sweating bullets.
But yeah, do you of the ones that I noticed as we're walking around, do you see any that might be useful? Any that might actually be organizations or churches or temples that would be interested in parties or powerful parties?
Yeah, I think pick your poison.
I don't. I don't really. Yeah. I'll probably just look to Anita and Liam, because Liam was the one that suggested the Raven, and Silas assumes Anita knows more about deity stuff, and Silas rolled a 13 on his religion check, so it's sort of like, I don't know, I maybe know some, but like, what do you guys? Where should we start?
I mean, I don't really know too much about the Raven
Silas's
Queen, to be honest.
information, with a 26 perception, you are walking past one building, and as you look at the building, you notice there's not just one or two of these little symbols. There's close to 40 on this one building in different places.
What are
they? And rolling, let's get your insight real quick, Silas. Let's see what you can infer, because you don't know Thieves' Cant.
Oh.
All right.
I got
So,
it.
just
I was like, why do I know anything about religion? Oh, got it.
knowing about Thieves' Cant and knowing that these symbols mean things, the different symbols around the building include everything from, this building is run by a man. He has one wife, 3 kids. They are fairly wealthy. The money's stored in a lockbox behind the counter on the left side. Pickup for protection monies on Tuesdays. You know, it just, every possible thing you could want to know about this place and how to exploit it is written all over the building. And as you look around to the next building, it's also labeled like that. All of the buildings are labeled like this.
But nothing about, like, potential allies. Just like, unless we want to talk to, like, criminal organizations.
There's ones that are like, protection in here. These people guard you.
Yeah, if you're on the run and you need protection, you can come to
Safe house. Things like that. Worshiper, who they worship, who the different gods are, what information you're trying to collect.
Let's look for Raven Queen safe houses. Okay. Like, we're followers of the Raven Queen in times of trouble. When they're potentially on the run from authorities, if this person is still trustworthy, case that might really be, you know?
Okay. You don't know what the symbols mean. Are you asking Cass to find one?
Yeah, I'm literally. Yeah, sorry, you can't see us. I'm looking at Cass.
Put a fucking camera on, Silas.
See, I know you're going on an adventure here in a couple of weeks. That's going to be a whole different paradigm shift to try to communicate to Delaney.
It's gonna be shitty. We're not gonna have any.
I assumed you were going on that adventure by yourself, so yeah. Since you're doing that, that's going to be interesting to see how that develops in D&D. But
yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I can actually talk to you guys independently.
It's gonna be a whole new world for.
Whole new world.
Damn it!
Thank you.
But yeah, I'm seeing some of them and asking Cass, like, okay, I'm picking up just enough to know, like, that symbols like this are gonna do what we're looking for, but I don't know that I would. But if I know some of these are safe houses, so if any of these are safe houses for deities that Anita or Liam think might be sympathetic to our cause, then let's go there.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do it. I will examine and glean what information I can.
Let's roll and investigate real quick.
I'm proficient, but I'm helping.
Oh, right, yeah.
Anybody's fucking up.
You know, you're like, not this one, not that one. Down the road, exactly 3 houses on the right is the one we want. Like, you know where you're going.
We're like a little. This is fun. We're like a little 26 and 26. We're a little detective duo, like pointing them out, and you're like, but I don't know what the fuck they mean. You're reading them, pretending that you didn't see them beforehand. It's really fun.
Okay. Yeah, so you walk down the way, and as you walk in front of you is a very interesting individual. He's an orc. He's an older guy. His green skin is faded to a dark kind of slime color. It's not attractive in any way. He smells like garlic, and, a little bit of feet involved in that as well. He looks up at you. Cass, welcome back. How you doing?
Doing great. We're actually trying to locate some information, people who can help us out.
Yeah? Who you need today? Well, if you came here, I know who you need. Shut up. Who are your friends?
I mean, we just need to know.
Are they your friends?
Yeah, they are. I use the word friend loosely, but yes, they are my friends.
How loosely? And you notice that his right hand is not visible, as it's hidden underneath the table.
Oh, don't worry about that. Yeah, don't worry about that.
No?
Loose enough, but tight enough. You don't have to do any.
I can pin the little one to the wall.
God. I'm at this point from like 30 feet away. Silas is shouting like, they literally love us, okay? Like, I just can't say it yet. It's a whole thing.
Shut up!
It's fine. We're friends.
He's kind of cute.
Fine.
You and him an item?
Okay. Yeah.
Really? I guess. You probably could do better, but nobody's
Thank you.
perfect.
Yeah, I certainly can.
You're down here, so I understand slumming it.
Yeah, I mean, we've just been on a boat for a while. You only have so many options.
So how can Rogmesh help you today? You need to go see the little dark lady, huh?
Yeah, that would be ideal. Who are willing to help us out.
Yeah, Rogmesh will help you. Alright. Yeah. Now, any of they full believers, or are they just like, looky-loos?
Well, we've got a common enemy, we think.
Common enemy of my lady?
Yeah,
that's
I
my
know it's a
popular
long list.
Yeah, it's a real long list. Yeah. So, who we talking about? We talking.
There's a few people on that list. A few
ex?
individuals.
We talking relationship problems. We talking minor resurrections. Couple ghosties. What are we talking about, Cass? You can tell Rogmesh.
Yeah, well, he's like an ancient being who thinks he can, take over the material plane?
Oh, so not small
yeah.
potatoes.
Right.
We're talking the big brass ones.
Right. That's correct.
And the ones that go clank clank in the middle of the night.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sucks. Alright.
Fucking die.
Now, the rest of you guys got an open mind?
Yeah. Proven to be too open. So, open to a fault, I've been described.
Uh-huh. What about the big bearded one?
Oh,
Barely open enough, but it's fine.
we're working on him, but he's good. He's cool.
Are you cool, big guy? And as Rogmesh stands up, you realize that, yeah, he's old. But Rogmesh at one point was 6'7", standing all the way up. And he used to be 400 pounds of muscle. He's closer to 220 now. He's frail by comparison to most orcs, but he would still easily give you guys a run for your money. He's dressed in black robes that come all the way down to his feet, which are bare. His toenails are yellow and infected. They're bubbled across the surface of them. It's gross. He's not a pleasant individual to look at. He's not a pleasant individual to smell at either. But he does have a ready smile and that glint in his eye that means that he does have a very good sense of humor. And he knows who he is in the world and his place in that. And he looks at Rilo, and he will tip his head in a little bit of recognition of the nobility there. And he turns.
So I
Good.
So I was once quite closed-minded and suspicious of everyone, but here over the last several months, a year, things have changed, and no, I'm quite open-minded to things now. I've seen quite a bit and my mind has changed about the people I'm with and the people I've met. So, yeah,
Hell, I'm stoned right now, and he hasn't scolded me once.
yeah.
Dude, you're handling it quite well.
Thank you.
Barely tell. I just recognize the smell. Trust me, don't get hooked. You'll end up like me.
I mean, he almost ended up like something else. So I think it would be an honor to end up like you, to be honest, after that.
Yeah?
To end up at all, really.
Well, maybe I'll have a toke myself. And he takes something out of an ashtray, takes a long hit. When he opens his eyes are bloodshot.
Amazing.
And then brown sparkles come out of his nose. So, these other two guys, the little short one there that looks like he's trying to figure out a way to create something. You good people?
Yeah, for the most part, they're pretty good people.
And this
They're
one looks like
good
he got in a
pranksters.
bar fight and lost. Couple times.
Yeah, we had an issue with a beard. It was a thing. He's normally not that injury prone all the time. Some of the time.
I mean, as of recent.
The little tip, buddy. When they come at you with the bottle, you guard your face.
Yeah.
No,
See, Liam, that's what I was trying to tell you.
yes, right. My bad.
Alright. Well, come on with me. Rogmesh will lock up. Rogmesh comes out from behind the desk, and he has a cane. And the cane, you guys obviously can tell is magical because it's covered in different colored runes that are pulsating up and down the cane. And Knick-Knack, your curiosity is obviously going to be piqued. And you're going to
Yes.
very obviously try to figure out what that is. But every time you try to read the runes, the cane disappears between his leg, behind his leg. So you just can't get a good glimpse on it. If you rotate around to the other side, he's going to switch hands. It's just going to be this frustrating thing where you can never get a solid look at this cane.
Hey, what's the big idea?
You guys wanted to see my lady. We're going to go see her. So,
You know, Rogmesh,
yeah.
you were saying
What was your
that
name?
if you,
not
mine is-
not to be rude, I'm Rogmesh. I know Cass from way back when. Who are you?
Yeah, we're best buds.
my name is
I wouldn't say
Liam.
best
He's
buds. Let's face it, Cass. We've had our arguments. You and I don't exactly get along all the time. But, you know,
Yeah.
when it comes down to
Surprise,
it,
surprise.
rubber hits the road. You got my back and I got yours.
Well, that's for goddamn sure.
Now, I might stab that back, but only under good
And I
circumstances.
might stab yours, but here we are.
Exactly. It's understanding that relationship and realizing that we're both mutually assured destruction. We're good. For now.
You could say that you both are mad, huh?
Exactly.
That's right.
That's a good acronym.
Thanks. So someone should come up with that acronym at some point.
Yeah. Maybe they should rush to that. And then they
Oh
could be
my
the
God.
Russians.
But Liam will extend his hand out and say, my name's Liam.
He'll grab your hand, and it used to be a very large, meaty hand. Now it's bony, and the palm of it feels like shark skin sandpaper against your palm. This guy's had a rough life. He shakes your hand, one pump, and then lets go. Good to meet you, Liam. And he looks
Nice
at
to meet you
you
too.
deep in your eyes. And for the first time since you left the monastery, you can feel your key being read.
Ooh.
And you know he's doing it.
He's just gonna let it happen. Not try to be secretive. especially to someone like this who wants to help us.
Kid, you got some messed up past. Looks like you're doing a good road right now. Let's go see. Let's see what my lady got to say about this. And
True.
he starts moving. And the dude is moving. The cane is practically decorative, except for the fact that it also gives this nice beat as it's walking along. Clack, 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 clack. And then he switches. Clackety, clack, clackety, clack, clackety, clack, clackety, clack, as he's going along. Just to annoy the tar out of Knick-Knack, he's actively switching hands and switching beats as he's going along, specifically to annoy Knick-Knack and prevent him from reading the runes on the staff, on the cane.
As he was reading my key, could I have attempted to read his?
You could have, but you didn't.
Can we not retcon that?
You may have to try it at some point when he stops moving.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you gotta catch me. As he makes his way through the low road, the people around you guys suddenly, as opposed to trying to find out if you are marks, will start splitting and giving you guys a way to pass. They know Rogmesh, and they know not to mess with them, and so you guys are like walking through the streets, almost like going through a convention with the police escort, where everyone just gets out of the way. I don't know if you guys have ever had that experience, but it's really cool. You guys continue along. He's going to lead you down almost a mile away from his little hovel and take you guys to a graveyard. And he pulls out a long, bony key, and it's made of bone. He puts it in the gate for the graveyard, and he looks over at y'all. Just kidding. It's not that way. And he turns right and goes alongside of the graveyard. It's like everyone assumes she's looking out there. No, my lady's got better digs than that. Come over here. And he walks down the way, and you guys come up to a very stark white building. Out front, there are two figures dressed in long white robes, hoods drawn all the way down so you cannot see their faces, hands in sleeves so the sleeves meet in the middle, very Jedi-ish, but white. And as you guys walk up, you will see an emblem of a black raven's head on each of their breast of the robes. He walks up to the very flat, undecorated surface of the building. There's no door that you can see. And he walks up to one of the figures on the left, leans down to them, and it's weird because he's this big orc, or had been a big orc, in this black robe with his cane, leans down and whispers at this white figure, who nods, reaches over, places a female hand that's gray with black nails on the surface of the building, and a red slit goes from about 15 feet up down the middle of the wall like a red laser. Opens up, goes back over, forming a doorway, and two white doors open, revealing a crimson red light from within. Rogmesh looks over. Now, if you're coming in, be respectful. Lady's house. Gotta be nice. You got a problem with what you're gonna see in here. Might be best to stay outside. And he gestures for those who want to enter, and those who don't to stay outside. Who's going in to the Temple of the Raven Queen?
Liam will go in.
Cass will go in.
I mean, Silas will go in, but I don't want... If somebody's not going in, I don't want them left outside alone.
I'm coming.
Okay, then...
Anita? Rilo?
Anita said you...
Yeah, Rhino will go.
Okay. Alright. And as the last of you passes in front of Rogmesh. Didn't figure all of them. All right, here we go. And he brings up the rear, and you can see him grab the inside of the doors and close them behind you as you guys walk into what is almost a crimson space. Everything just seems red, just red light everywhere. And as the doors close, that light goes out. There is nothing going on at the moment. And you hear nothing. And you'll feel Rogmesh place his hands on your shoulders and move you a little bit apart. Excuse me, coming through. Oh, just a second, yeah.
As soon as he touches me, can I attempt to read his key?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom check. Ooh. He has barriers up.
Yep.
And it is a instinctive thing for him. You might try actually asking him, because the barriers he's got up are strong, powerful, and well practiced. You can tell the training of a monk when you sense it.
Okay, so he definitely has some semblance of key training, not just the ability to read it.
He's higher trained than you are by far.
No, I assumed.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, I assumed.
Yeah, he's up there, and you're like, game recognizes game type thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Liam is now respects Rogmesh very much.
You get a squeeze on your shoulder as he knows what you did. And just, gentle squeeze, and then he releases and keeps moving forward.
Almost mockingly, kind of like, you tried.
Not mockingly, but more like, I recognize it.
Gotcha.
Like, he didn't even say anything. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
And he steps in front of you guys, and you hear him very quietly. Lady of the Ravens, call upon you tonight, this day. Have some supplicants who want to talk to you. They need some help. Got some bad juju going on. Got a powerful undead, mighty strong. They need some help. Might I bother you for a couple minutes of your time? It's me, Rogmesh. I know you don't owe me jack. But if you give me a couple minutes, maybe they can convince you of something they gotta say. And he goes quiet. And you hear him tap his foot a little bit, almost impatiently. And the sound you hear is actually his toenail clacking on the stone.
And then what happened?
And shortly, you will see a white mask.
I guess we dropped out.
You there? We can hear you.
Huh?
Can you guys hear us?
They just left, I think.
We'll wait. Are you back? Damon?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear us now.
Yes.
Okay. So, you hear Rogmesh's toenail tapping the ground before him as he's slightly impatient, waiting for something. After a moment, you will see in the distance a small white speck, and it will get closer and closer. And it's a porcelain mask of a woman with red tears coming down its face. As it approaches, the red tears will draw back up into the eye sockets of the mask. It's being worn by a woman dressed in all gray. She's tall, slender, very graceful. She appears to be walking but moving closer to you faster than her gait would indicate, as she's not really walking but more providing the symbology of walking towards you. Gliding is a better description. As she approaches, you realize she's tall. She's very tall. She's 20 feet tall. She's 30 feet tall. And then she stoops, and her knees, waist, and chest disappear into the floor, and you are left staring at her face before the group, each of you illuminated by the stark, cold light of her mask. Dark eyes, easily seen within, are sad, powerful, and listening. Rogmesh, I have a moment of my time for you. Who are your friends? I know Cass.
Hi.
Holy shit, the fuck is that?
Mr. Paddywhack, or is it Knick-Knack? Sometimes it's hard to tell. You're far from home. What brings you here?
Well, hi. I'm here to help my friends.
There's a twinkle in her eyes. You don't see a light source for it, but it's humored by the response. The former servant of my sister Shar. Liam, you came into my temple?
Yes. Apologies if this is an insult.
No, not an insult. Not to me. Who's the noble-born? The tall one. I don't recognize you.
I am Rilo Elric from Whitesteel.
Oh, it's been a while since any of the Whitesteel contacted me. Is your prophet still alive? It's been a while since I heard from him.
I think that he is. I guess it depends on who you speak.
Vanan. With Thorim Vanan. We used to get along quite famously.
Yes, he's still alive.
Tell him to touch base with me sometime. Next time you see him. He and I have some things to discuss. Anita and Silas. You're a team. How can I help the six of you?
Well, I think I would look at Anita and Cass, respectively. Cass, who has established the contact, and who this entity just said, I know Cass, and Anita, who tends to lead in trying to persuade people to our cause against the Lich.
I think I will look at you, looking at me, and then I'll look at Anita.
She looked at me, and I looked at him.
Over there.
Mm-hmm.
And Anita will. I'm imagining Anita would know how to address her as my lady, or
however you want.
No,
So
Anita may be the most charming, but Cass may have the most sway.
yeah, given that she has already got the relationship.
Well, you guys can,
do it together.
Yeah.
We've got this lich, this ancient evil that's coming back and trying to take over
At the
everything.
word lich, you see her eyes narrow with sincere interest.
Yeah, Anita will notice that and jump in and say, your hate of liches and the undead is well known, my lady. We are here, as Cass is explaining, we are here because we are fighting a very powerful lich who is trying to take over the world.
Yeah, this is more powerful.
Why have not I heard of this?
Well, he, I guess, used to be around and then was like stricken from a memory collectively, and now he's like pissed about that and is gonna be like, "You'll never forget me now once I kill everybody." Ah.
His name is Echefuru.
I've never heard of
And
it.
I'll whisper to Anita to tell her that about, or Cass, whichever one I'm standing near, but like tell her about Yemen and influence too. It might explain why she doesn't remember it. Any.
Wasn't Echefuru a different name, but didn't he have one that dragon individual told us?
Oh, Hasha?
Yeah, it just
That might
means,
have been the one.
but Hasef was what he was known by before he became Echefuru.
I've not heard of these names. It's heresy. Who's responsible for the creation of this lich?
Actually, do we know that?
I thought most create themselves, honestly. I don't know.
I don't know. He was definitely around when your
We
father
don't
was in power.
I will tell you that a creature that appears to be my sister has allied itself with this lich, and drawn us into this fight, and we could use powerful allies.
Powerful allies you'll have.
Thank you, my lady.
Are you talking like currently or like?
How do we call upon the allies at the time at our time of need?
You'll hear a snort from behind you, almost like a suppressed laugh, as Rogmesh is indicating himself.
Got it. Perfect. I mean, hey, I'm extremely grateful. Silas will step in. I want to mention that you seem frustrated that you didn't remember this. That may be due to the meddling of an archfey who I just happen to know coincidentally. It can't help but stress that part enough. But whose name you might know, you might be familiar with. Yemen.
She rolls her eyes. Like,
yeah, that seems right.
Yeah, we get the
worst
reaction a lot.
Valley Girl teenager you've ever thought of seeing. The eye roll power on this is an 11. And the mask will turn away as the hooded figure begins striding upwards out of the floor. He did this, didn't he?
I don't know how much of this he did, but certainly some of it. It seems like he tried to contain the problem, maybe because it was his mistake initially, I don't know. But it did seem like he contained the problem somewhat successfully for like 1,000 years or so. But it seems to have escaped with extreme prejudice.
The figure reduces, gets smaller and smaller, almost to the point of being human size. She's now only 7 feet tall. She stands before you, Silas. If I personally help you, Yemen's life is forfeit to me.
I don't know that I can do that. I don't think I have, like, deal-making rights over his life. Certainly if you go for him after this, I'm not going to do anything.
Good enough.
But like,
She turns on her heel
Great.
and walks away into the darkness,
Cool.
disappearing.
Thank you.
amazing. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Thank you, Raven. This is the best.
Rogmesh,
If only they could all go like this.
you're still in her house. Let's get out of here real quick. We can discuss outside. And he pushes backwards on the door, and the darkness turns red, bright red, almost blindingly so, as the laser intensity of the light spreads across all of you. And you guys are slid out of the building, and the two white doors close, the red line disappearing from around the doorway up to the top of the 15-foot space, leaving a seamless wall of white guarded by two robed individuals who bow in unison to you guys and then straighten up, continuing their watch. Rogmesh stands there. Well, that was a thing. So, Lichnate Hasheth or Echifuru got hold of some powers or something from this Eamon Fae thing, and now is trying to take over the world. What evidence you got of that? What's he doing?
I guess in theory he's gathering an army. We haven't gotten a whole lot of intel on him, but he's gotten a shit ton on us.
So,
He's probably doing the same
in
thing that
terms
we
of
are,
evidence-
gathering allies.
so what
Well,
led you to him in the first place?
Yeah, so in terms of the evidence, we do know that he basically conquered, effectively, a monk order and a small, I glance at Rilo, an obscure nation. Effectively conquered them through sabotage or through force,
Unfortunately.
and was using them to further his ends and, as Cass indicated, collect an army.
What are his ends?
Obviously.
Like, what's he doing?
Uh,
If he's just
burn
trying
it
to
all.
collect, if he's just trying to collect people, it's kind of like normal lich.
No. For the sake of burning it all. For the sake of, like, conquering everything. But in a very, I don't think in a rule it kind of way. I think in a destroy it way. Very specifically in a, like, you'll either be undead or you'll be nothing.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think.
General Nihilist.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, crap. I hate those.
Yeah. yeah, they're low on my list as well.
Yeah.
You're not reading the damn stick. He moves it to the other side.
Nice. It's hilarious.
He looks down at Nick Nack, where Nick Nack's trying to get a good angle on it. Because I know you're still trying.
I literally.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now let me see the damn thing.
It could have been anyone.
Are you looking at my magical stick, or you just had me to see?
Yeah.
But I can give you details about that specific monastery that they're talking about.
Yeah. Let's see what you can tell me about that monastery. And he reaches out and touches your solar plexus. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oof.
Gotta be
Man,
18.
you know, it used to be really good, but not as good as anymore. Not good anymore. Yeah, that's a natural one.
Okay. So
I
you're
rolled
stunned
3
for
natural
6
ones
seconds.
today.
You're stunned for 6
Okay.
seconds, and he's going to poke 4 more places around your body. And he looks up at you and gives you this weird, rotten tusked grin of an orc. And he steps back, walks 7 steps away from you. He looks at you.
Yep, that's about right.
Now, what monastery were you from? You're no longer stunned. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna look at him like, yep, that's about right. What was it? The dismembered body or the what were they called again?
Yeah?
Distressed body?
Distressed body.
De-stressed body. That's the one. The de-stressed body. They were
For the
up in
record, not
the desert.
distressed. Distressed.
Oh,
So-
distressed.
D-I-S-T-R, yeah.
There's a difference between de-stressed
There is.
and distressed.
Whatever.
There's 2 very different differences there.
One is like a meditation monastery. The other one is like ripping you apart.
One's
The
one of
distressed body.
Yeah, the other's
Moving on, the distressed body.
So Rogmish looks at you. Show me what you learned, kid.
To be honest, I didn't learn too much from them. I left before I could complete any significant training. But
That's very honest of you, kid. I'm impressed. It's not most people who can sit there and say, I don't know. That's thick balls, kid. Good job. He comes over to you, and he hits the 4 pressure points once again. He's like, yeah, see, if you had just done it without knowing what you were doing, you would have been dead after the 3rd step. Anyway, let's go ahead. Good to know you know what you don't know. He slaps you on the back good-naturedly. And not hard, but just enough where it does catch your breath a little bit. Damn it, Silas. Crap. I look over and I read that. Oh, man. All right. Moving on.
Listen, I had a dyslexic moment. It was funny.
All good. It's all good.
Very much in good humor.
Yes,
if anything, I'm mostly just making fun of Utah in that joke.
The thing is, I have a lot of friends that live in Utah, so it's like they're very much in that genre. God. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. He's like, now, if you were at the distressed body, you and Shar, you got along?
I would not say along. It was more of I was told what to do and how to do it, and so I did.
No questions asked. One of those religious dedicatees where you don't really get much of a choice, huh?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I know the type. Yeah.
I'm trying to break away from that, and it's a lot harder than I thought.
Can I do an insight check when he says, yeah, I know the type?
Sure. There's something there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely something there. In fact, you'll notice with an 11, you'll notice that there's a bare patch in a circular shape on the right shoulder of his robe.
Interesting.
Yeah. Liam, roll your insight check, please.
Sure.
As the camera will focus on this spot for a moment.
Supposedly, I'm good at this. God fucking damn it. That was another natural one.
Okay.
Wow, you suck today.
Yeah, I know.
He looks at you. I know the type. Sorry about that, kid. It sucks to be put through that. Yeah. Now, have you talked to your former, former?
You know, I attempted once. She told me I didn't belong.
Told you didn't belong. Oh, no, that's a compliment if I ever heard one.
That is true.
Now, how you handling it, kid?
I don't know.
You don't know how you're handling it?
Yes, it's strange, I know. I think I need to confront something. I don't know how, I don't know why.
Well,
but I don't like this. And he'll gesture to his being. I don't like how this was made.
Oh, you don't like the not knowing. Y'all mind excusing us for a bit? You feel free to come with us, but we're gonna go take care of something.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
All right, you gonna come with us? Let's go. Let's go get this taken care of, resolved, kid. Let's go knock this out.
Okay.
And,
man, if you can fix his problems, I'm coming along.
And he click-clacks his way down the street. And you guys head down the street to a very, very different part of town where the sky gets darker and darker and darker. And you find yourselves outside of a very dark building.
That looks very welcoming.
As Rogmesh walks straight up to the open door, nobody's outside, and he gestures to you, Liam. Let's go get this taken care of, kid. Hey, Shorty, you want to come with?
Yes, but, I'm tall in my own mind, just for the record.
Yeah, sometimes you're too tall out loud, too. Let's get that taken care of.
Yes.
All right. Now, you got things under control in there, right? And he kneels down on one knee and puts one hand on your shoulder, Knick-Knack, and looks deep into your eyes. You've got this under control, right?
Yes, I should have him under. Yes. Yeah. Let's go with yes.
So, don't we have a way to bump his ability checks or his saving throws for that?
Well,
I mean, if we want to take a precaution.
Rogmesh is going to go ahead and bless him.
Okay.
And he pats...
I can do stuff after the fact. I can't do stuff ahead of time.
Yeah, Knick-Knack gets a pat on the shoulder. And Rogmesh narrows his beady eyes at you. I hope so, kid. For your sake and for ours. Let's go. Let's get this taken care of. Realize today it ain't about you, I hope. Let's take care of this one. Let's go. And he goes into the Temple of Shar.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Walking
Fuck
right
it.
next to him.
Oh my god, damn it. Alright.
All right, guys, let's put this in the fuck it bucket.
Holy shit. I was like, at first I was like, should we wait outside? Would that be more respectful? And then it was like, no.
Nope.
Well, do you guys want to wait outside, just in case I kind of...
Liam,
Explode.
No, we need to make sure you don't.
That you don't do that.
Yeah.
That.
Just in case you want to burn the place down. I don't know.
Listen, I want to burn the place down. I'm actually pretty about that life, but I just don't want you to hurt Liam or Rogmesh as Paddywhack in the process.
Yep.
Liam, as you're walking through the high arched doorway into the Temple of Shar, it feels very familiar. This is church. This is where you go to do what you do every week. This is the site of ritual. This is the site of everything you know to be traditionally good and an experience that you kind of expect to be comfortable in. But over the years, you've turned your back on this. You realize it's wrong. And now you're walking into it almost like it's an oppression. And you're being led in here by a tall orc, withered, dressed in black robes, that at this moment you realize used to be the robes of a high priest of Shar.
Oh, fuck. Get it figured out. Let him get it taken.
However, his holy symbols have been torn from his robes, and he's a heretic. So as you walk into the Temple of Shar, you look around, and there are worshippers of Shar. A couple hoity-toity ones, a couple rough and tumbles, people in the corners and the shadows doing their prayers and meditations, their supplications and offerings at the various altars and shrines. And as Rogmesh walks down the center aisle with you and Knick-Knack in direct tow, followed by the other four people of your party, you guys make your way down the main aisle to the very front of the temple. And there, is a very tall man. Tall for human, still dwarfed by Rogmesh. And Rogmesh walks right up to him, and the man is silent. Rogmesh goes up. All right. Got one of the ones who you claim is yours. Wants to get rid of her. Wants to be done with this. Wants to be done with this shit forever. What do you say? You gonna let him go? And the tall man looks at Liam and smiles. It's an evil grin. It is absolutely calculating, as if he knows he has his hooks into your soul so deep you can never escape. And then he looks down at Knick-Knack. And the
Knick-Knack will try to look tough here. Just, like a goofy, puff out his chest, puff out his cheeks.
I love it, yeah.
You get the distinct feeling that, yeah, you're trying to look tough. And this guy knows what's inside. And he looks from Knick-Knack to Silas. And looks behind at the 4 people behind you guys. And he whispers one word. Fine. And as he steps back, a wall of force forms between Knick-Knack, Liam, and the rest of the group. So, Knick-Knack and Liam are alone in a space.
Oh?
Oh, this seems familiar.
Rogmesh looks over and scowls. Looks at Liam. Well, kid, it's time for you to make a decision.
Oh, shit. All right.
How's this going to play out? Knick-Knack, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie.
+4. Or a D4.
+4.
Sorry, D4.
Yeah, I need you to
From
do
Bless.
18. Yep.
Fuck.
14.
So, Knick-Knack.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Hang on, I have to. It's the only possible chance, but I'm gonna try and bend luck, which is just another D4.
The wall of force prevents any spells from going into or out of the area.
Well, okay. Up to you. You normally are. This isn't a spell. It is an ability. It's like an inherent ability, but it is magical.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you'll feel it reflected backwards out of the wall of force as a divine presence shoves your spell back into you. Knick-Knack, the world goes black. You lose consciousness.
Shit.
The rest of you watch as slowly wings emerge from the back of Knick-Knack's spine, and a pale green light fills his eyes, and Liam faces Paddywhack inside of a cube of force. Rogmesh stands there on the other side of the wall of force, looking at the rest of you, and gestures. He's got to do this. He's got to finish it.
I don't think he has to do it alone, does he?
Got to do it alone.
He's taking out his quarterstaff.
All right. So, I need initiative checks from both Paddywhack and Liam.
I don't know if Liam can take him, can he?
Fucking shit.
No,
I'm going awfully.
I think I'm... Rilo, I'm going to collaborate with Rilo and Anita and Cass here for a second, but I'm ready to blast this fucking spellcaster unless he drops the wall of force and lets us...
Well, it's between you and him. So
I don't think it's the spellcaster that is holding up the wall of force.
Who would be holding it up?
It's
you're
divine.
in the Temple of Shar.
Yeah. it was divine energy that knocked it back, the spell back at you. Not.
Well, yeah, I just figured that was he was
Well,
having the high
there's-
priest casting it.
There's
but
ways
that's-
past. I mean, there's ways past it. It's just a matter of.
I don't have the raw power to get
Right.
past a wall of force. I need a 6th level spell to do it.
Yeah.
Knick-knack. No, you can't dispel it. It's not dispellable. You literally need disintegrate or wish. Maybe not even wish.
So, Paddywhack will not go first. He's ready. All of his prep work goes off. The long black sword appears. The claws extend. The shimmering barrier of shield goes up. He is dodging. And he is ready for you, Liam.
He is dodging.
His first round, Paddywhack's going to dodge.
Oh boy. Okay. With the quarterstaff, I'm just going to swing it around and try to hit him in the jaw. Say, sorry, Knick-knack. No?
17 does not hit.
Oh, my garbage today. Second attack, I'm just going to backswing it to his neck. It's all at disadvantage, too. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
A 10 does not hit. Just for the record, the AC is 21.
That was a natural one. Can I stop rolling natural ones, please?
Granted.
And I'm going to spend a key point to patient defense.
Okay. All right, Paddywhack.
Well, based off the original description, Paddywhack is going to laugh, look at Liam, and I need Liam to make me a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom save.
As you are now
Fuck.
paralyzed.
I am using my inspiration.
Okay. Good use of inspiration there. Yeah.
20.
He resists the hold person. Paddywhack, you're going to be blinking in disbelief at the moment as the victim, the former tool of your master, Shar, looks up at you, resisting your spell. What would you like to do, Liam?
Wait, I still have a bonus action, right?
What's your bonus action?
I want to breathe fire down on his ass.
Okay.
4th level.
The deck save?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Okay. What's the save?
Getting there. It is a spell save DC of 15.
Okay, so you're going to take full damage, Liam.
I will take half damage.
Half damage?
It's
Okay.
a deck save.
Right. Of?
Roll me a d5 there, Liam. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, I can roll you a d5.
Five.
2. That is going to be poison damage.
So, Liam.
You're immune to that, right?
No, not yet. That's next level.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So
9
you will
nine points.
Yep, 9 points of poison damage. Alright. So, hold person went off. A spray of green poison washes over you. You inhale just a hint of it, and it's nasty. What would you like to do, Liam?
Second verse, same as the first. Try and just clock him in the head. You are not dodging this time, so...
Rogmesh looks at you, and as you look at Rogmesh, you realize he gave you a squeeze at the Temple of the Raven Queen. You remember what that was?
Shit.
That was a blessing.
It was a blessing. You are right. So add a d4. Fuck, man.
Nope.
No, so the first swing misses.
Second swing. Again, trying to hit him in the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Even
I
if you
am
roll,
rolling.
even
like
if you roll a
garbage.
4, you're not going to hit.
Yeah.
So, Liam, you have a lot of tools at your disposal other than just trying to fight your way through. I mean, you do have a lot of options too.
There you go. That's a very good hint.
I mean, sure, I have.
This is where words can pass through, and you guys can absolutely try to help him out by giving him pointers and tips. And I highly encourage it. Because right now, he's facing off against, frankly, one of the most powerful demons you guys have ever seen or even heard of.
My tip is cheap, so I'm going to say it into the sending stone rather than shout it. But I mean, Liam, this wall of force blocks ethereal travel. I think your shadow steps go through the shadow phone. So if you want, or if Char will let you, I would occasionally teleport out, shadow step out of the wall of force, drink a couple of potions, and hop my happy little ass back in. But I have no other ideas. But that's one.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to send a note to Liam here.
I'm going to hold on. I'm thinking.
Did you have other? I mean, Brylo, if you had other ideas when you mentioned that shadow.
He's got silence. He's got silence and darkness at his disposal as well.
That's true.
And
That's
silence kills a lot of spells.
Silence is a good one. Yeah.
I mean, silence could cut his spell book in half. I mean, theoretically. In darkness, I mean, a lot of spells you have to see your target, so darkness is another one.
Oh shit! That's a no. I'm not doing that. Okay.
Does that make sense, though?
Yeah.
And you would know that, knowing your information, and you might even respond to the sending stone, just to let him know why.
As soon as you say shadow step, Liam looks at you frantically and shakes his head.
Roll insight check, Silas.
Like, desperately, like, no. Bad idea.
Silas's insight check is a... Did we lose Silas? We lost Silas again.
Well, their internet's trash, isn't it?
Liam will, though, he will patient defense as a bonus action.
Okay. So patient defense, alright. Paddywhack. What would Paddywhack do?
Alright, well, Paddywhack is going to be very pissed off. And I've never used a spell on him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's in the spell book. Liam, I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, you know I'm amazing at those.
DC 15.
I'm so fucked. Okay.
You succeed.
Oh,
You succeeded.
So I'm going to once again bonus action cast a 4th level Shadow Blade. And try to hit you with a Shadow Blade with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's
What was
wrong
the save?
thing.
Bane? Yep.
Yeah.
That's going to be nasty. All
And
right,
I
so
believe I
a
know.
9 will not hit Liam. Not even close. Liam, you sidestep as the 9-foot Shadow Blade swings and impacts the ground, passing clean through it, leaving a permanent mark in the Temple of Shar's floor.
Yeah, I don't think she cares.
Oh, she cares, but she'd take pride in it.
I don't think it's negative.
Yeah. What would you like to do, Liam?
Action. I'm going to. He's going to take his quarterstaff. He's going to slide it across his hand and use his 2 key points from his staff, almost like he's sliding it off and throwing it to the ground, casting silence.
Okay. Silence falls within the space.
And then he will go into a defensive position and egg him on,
All right.
using patient defense.
Okay. Patient defense goes up. Silence is in the area. Paddywhack.
Alright.
You can't make a noise.
But I can still use those 4
Doing
levels.
like the whole, come at me and out gesture. Hold on.
Alright.
You are being taunted to act in melee.
I am going to act in melee, attacking twice.
Okay.
Missing both.
Neither of those will hit as the Shadow Blade again cuts once, twice into the marble floor.
Gotcha.
Anything else?
There's not much else I can do, I believe.
Okay. Liam.
Sorry, what did I get on the 21 insight check?
A 21 insight check. If Liam were to step into the shadows to use a shadow walk right now, inside the Temple of Shar, who is the matron of the Shadowfell and everything, he would have to face against the entire hordes of her minions that are on the other side of this plane.
Great.
So
That sucks.
he
Don't do
looks
that.
at you, panicked, knowing that's a bad idea. Because
JK Liam.
Because he trained not to do that in the Temple of Shar, and they forced him to once.
Cool, so don't do that maybe, Liam. Sorry, my bad.
You don't hear a sound, you just hear
in a
him nod.
brainstorm.
Yep,
Actually, now I can't hear any suggestions that they say.
right?
Oh, fuck.
Except through
Well.
the Sending Stones.
The sending stone.
Oh, is it mental?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Telepathic.
That makes sense. Well, he's gonna take his quarterstaff and attempt to like knock Paddywhack on the knee.
Oh, I see what you did there.
21 hits.
21 will hit, yes.
God, that's a fucking 1 on damage.
6 damage. Are there
Alright.
any effects being applied here, Liam?
I'm
Also,
going to...
Actually, I'm also going to use my reaction. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Are you casting a spell? Because you can't cast any verbal spell.
I'm not casting a spell. I'm using a reaction. It's not a spell. As you hit me, a dark bit of blackened, light black-purple energy bolt zaps you for 2d8 lightning damage.
Oh, I take half, so...
Okay. So you're going to take
Take
2 lightning damage.
And...
Is that from Booming Blade? Because I think that only works if you hit him.
No, it's a reaction.
No, it's a...
Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
All right.
22
you're
to
gonna
hit.
For an additional 8 damage. Any effects you want to apply through this strike?
I'm going to attempt to... Well, actually, real quick. Brett doesn't remember because it's been a while, but it hasn't been super long for Liam since last time he's been out, and he tried to stun him. Was he resistant to the stun, or did it just not happen?
You don't recall.
Don't recall. Okay. I'm going to attempt to stun him.
Okay.
Content?
Use the key point stunning strike.
Yep. Constitution saving throw. As the demon before you is rocked by your 2 strikes, he's unable to act. What would you like to do as it is silent in
shit.
here and you have pummeled him twice?
Bonus action. Attack once.
Okay.
Actually, no.
He is incapacitated for 1 round.
I'm gonna flurry of blows him.
Okay. If you hit with this first strike, it will be a critical strike.
Will it?
Yeah, because he's incapacitated.
Yeah, but he's not
Oh, it's
paralyzed.
paralyzed.
Paralyzed is completely incapacitated. Yeah, you get.
Yeah, but the incapacitated, you just get advantage.
Let me check.
Although, as much as I would love to critically strike Paddywhack,
Because I believe. 1 moment. Paralyzed.
All attack rolls have advantage. Can't move, only speak falteringly. Creature automatically fails strength and dex saves. Paralyzed is a different thing.
Yep. Okay. All good. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
But that's for paralyzed. Am I paralyzed or am I stunned?
you're just stunned.
Oh, it's done? Okay. Disregard.
If it was paralyzed, monks would be
Broken.
so stupid.
Okay.
And he'll swing around, angrily yell, but you can't hear anything as he attempts to clock you in the, well, D4 blast.
Okay, sweet.
So you'll get hit for 10 bludgeoning damage, Paddywhack.
Cool.
And again,
How many hit points do you have left? Because this, I need you to send me a message. Don't put it in Discord, please.
that's a crit.
That is a critical strike. And that's going to be the 10 plus 2, so 12 damage.
Alright, give me a hot second. Let me do the math.
So you've taken 22 damage this turn.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I
Well,
have.
it should be
after
more
the
than that because
This
my,
turn.
Right.
Oh, I've been keeping track.
All right.
my staff should do.
Did you want to apply any effects as a result of these strikes?
No.
Okay.
But his stunned turn on my next turn, Liam is going to use his action to attempt to grapple him.
Okay.
I
Anyway,
automatically
You are stunned.
I automatically fail the strength saving throw. Or
Yep. Liam, because it's until the end of his next turn. So, Liam, you're going to grapple the great demon Paddywhack within the Cube of Force, within the Temple of Shar, as your horrified friends look on. How do you grapple him?
He's going to kind of like grab him by the throat and by the arm, and will move his legs. And as his second attack for the turn, is going to sweep his legs out from under him and knock him prone.
Paddywhack, you are now laying on the ground, prone, having failed your saves. You can't do anything. Liam looks down upon you from above.
And will do like a jump kick, like a jump, and then bring both of his legs down onto his neck and face, flurry of blows style.
Okay. Using a key point for flurry of blows with advantage, because you are now prone. A 22 will hit for 7. Okay. And an additional 10, so 17. So that would be okay. Gotcha. I'm making sure I've got this right.
And with one of those hits, I'm going to attempt to stun you again.
Is that right, Chase?
yes.
Okay. Okay, and I need a Constitution saving throw from Paddywhack, as he is prone. Paddywhack is not stunned this turn.
That was so close to a failure.
All right.
Nah, I would have. If it was, I would have changed. I would have done something to fix that.
So,
That's fair.
Paddywhack, you're laying down on the floor. Liam's on top of you. What would you like to do?
All right. Can my move into 0 because he's grappling me, right?
Correct.
So I'm going to bonus act. Oh, can I actually cast that spell? I can't cast that spell because I'm silenced.
Nope. You can use your action to try to escape.
I can also attack him.
Yes, if you have a light weapon.
Can I also breathe on him?
Yeah, you have that. I actually need you to roll a concentration check
For what?
for Dragon's Breath.
I thought that was auto-concentrated.
It isn't? Oh, that is
Yep.
for, yeah, that's right. For Paddywhack it is.
I
Disregard.
just wasted a 19 on that. All right.
Okay, I'm cool with you
I'm
wasting
Thanks,
that.
Eric.
You're welcome.
I'm going to use my action to try and break free.
Okay.
I want
So,
to break
you're gonna
free.
breathe for the bonus action, though?
Yeah, I'm going to breathe for the bonus action. I'm going to cast that at...
Let's breathe while you're prone, breathing up at him to make it make sense.
Yeah.
I'll take nothing.
Liam stands there and dodges out of the way, tilting your head so that you breathe off into the wall of force, splashing up against it. The spray of poison would have engulfed your party members, except for it is prevented by the wall.
All right. I'll try and break free. Is that action? Is that athletics check?
It is an athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I need to make an athletics check, right?
Yes, please.
I'm not good at that. I'm not good at
Paddywhack
this.
stands up. Actually, Paddywhack breaks free of the grapple and then moves to stand up. What would you like to do, Liam?
As soon as he stands up, he's going to take his quarterstaff and jab it right at the side of his kneecap.
Okay.
with a D4. Nope.
Unfortunately, your staff hits the kneecap and bounces off.
We'll
You
use
hit
that
him harder.
momentum to swing around and smack him in the neck.
And that's going to deal 12 damage.
I need you to make another con save, please.
Constitution saving throw, please, Paddywhack. As you are going to attempt to be stunned. You are stunned by the strike.
Wait, what's
to
the
neck.
time? Stop. What's the save?
16.
16.
I am actually going to use my reaction here.
Which one is it?
Favored by the gods.
Oh, yeah. A dark bolt falls from above in the
God.
Temple of Shar. The demon is empowered by the divine presence of his goddess.
And then I'm going to use my reaction, because that's actually not a reaction. Somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to disappear.
Wait, that's as a reaction?
Yeah.
But he already used his reaction for favored by the
No,
No,
favor
that's
the
not a
gods is
reaction.
not a reaction.
It just adds automatically.
Oh,
And
you're gonna-
I am...
you disappear?
Yeah, I disappear.
Bonus action pitch defense, that's all I got.
Okay.
And I am out of key points.
Paddywhack.
Alright. How much health do I have left? Alright, this is coming down to the wire, so we gotta make this interesting. I'm going to start it off with a bonus action. Oh, I can't do that because you're silenced. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm just going to start it off with, I'm going to attack you from, you're going to see the demon disappear. Going to fade, you're kind of looking around in a really badass pose along this wall of force, this little of arena. And then behind you, quickly fading into existence with a massive purple-black blade. Paddywhack is going to attempt to strike you with a 4th level Shadow Blade. 4th level Shadow Blade with advantage.
Nope. Normal swing.
I'm invisible.
Normal swing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I meant.
Shadowblade comes swinging down. Big 9-foot sword.
Oh, that just hits.
22 to hit you.
Actually, no, that doesn't just hit. That does hit. It still hits, but yeah.
Okay. How much damage, Paddywhack?
Only 6? That's a pretty bad roll. That's a really bad roll.
Now, Paddywhack.
All right, Liam.
I need he needs to make a Constitution save, though.
Saving throw
Oh, yeah,
on
because
silence.
of silence.
Gotta be a 10. You're fine. Silence stays.
Alright. And I'm going to do it again.
Nope.
13.
He's ready this time. Steps out of the way. The Shadow Blade again cuts into the floor. And from the other side of the force wall, you see Rogmesh pump his fist. Yes! And you will lock eyes with Rogmesh for a moment, Liam. And you see him just nod one time. Go ahead. What would you like to do? As you gain bardic inspiration from Rogmesh.
Ooh. But I can't hear him.
Don't have to. Not when his performance is non-verbal. He has sign language. Yay!
Okay. Well, as he got hit, I would imagine that he kind of stumbled a bit and then turned around to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Using that momentum, taking his quarterstaff, twirling it, and hitting him kind of in the temple.
All right. The staff swings around after he locks eyes with Rogmesh. Does a 27 hit you, Paddywhack?
Yep.
Okay. So.
And then we'll follow up, hitting him in the jaw.
Okay. Send me what we're at here.
That hits.
I think, is that what I said? Chase?
Yes, that brings under the total.
All right. So, as your staff comes whipping around, you watch as the shadow creature is hurled down through the floor, and all that's left is the teetering form of Knick-Knack, who will fall unconscious at your feet. The wall of force will fade. Rogmesh looks at you and nods sagely.
I'll drop silence.
He looks at the Cleric of Shar. Nice doing business with you. We're out. And steps forward, reaches down to the unconscious form of Knick-Knack.
You, Rilo.
Heals Knick-Knack for
Asshole.
1 hit point. Picks Knick-Knack up on his shoulder like a big sack of potatoes. With another hand, places a hand on Liam's shoulder, gives you a squeeze, a rotten, toothy grin, and leads you towards the rest of your party, where he's going to keep going out towards the exit of the Temple of Shar.
I will follow.
Yeah, that
I
was
got no
very
choice.
good. Yeah. Yeah, that was very
Thanks,
good.
Doug.
No,
You
seriously,
bastard.
I thought you might be able to pull it off if you used every trick you had, and that was. But hey, Paddywhack's tough. Rilo doesn't like messing with him.
So, Rogmesh is going to keep going out the front door to the rest of Iriabor. And as you guys exit the general area and the light gets back to normal, noonday sun, the clouds are not there. He looks down at you. Man, I didn't know if you had that or not, but hope you worked some things out. Looks like you got rid of his problem too for at least a little while. You right there, little guy?
What just happened?
Your buddy Liam here took care of business for at least a time. I think he finally quit the service, if you know what I mean.
Dude, I walked in, there was something happening, and then poof, I woke up being carried by an orc.
Worst ways to spend a day. Right, Cass?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
As
So you
we're
cool?
walking out, looking at Knick-Knack, is there like any bruises on him, or
None.
Did it transfer
Not a
over?
one.
No. Cool.
Liam, he looks up at you, and you sense him reading your key once again. And he's reading hard. Like you feel him probing into the back of your mind and touching every last part of your soul. He looks up at you. You good, kid? You gonna be alright without her?
I will manage. She was not a good influence.
Take it from me, kid. What you gotta do, find another purpose in life. Find someone else more worthy to follow. Another ideal, another concept, another path. My new lady, she and I get along, but she's not for everybody. If you got someone else, go for that. Otherwise, you might just wander and get lost. It ain't a good thing. Purpose drives a man. Find some.
Where would you recommend I start?
He looks at the other 5 members of the party. I think you already found something. Good place to start is with your friends. Keep them close. Remember, they need you just as much as you need them. Some of us care. We may not look like the best, But you know what? When it comes down to it, our friends are what it's all about. He stands up, and no, I'm not letting you read my stick, kid. And he slides it up his sleeve, where you can't see it at all.
Can I read your key, if you don't mind? If you don't mind, just
Sure. He takes your head and he headbutts you and holds it right there, painful as his leathery, slightly oily skin presses against your forehead, and your vision goes white. And you're in a room with Rogmesh. He is wearing a loincloth. He is 6'7", muscular, 445 pounds. Absolutely ripped. Every single muscle stark underneath his green skin. He looks at you with blazing red eyes. Yeah?
What direction did you go?
Raven Queen, she took me in. I dealt a couple of years down in the fields of the dead, down at Fort Morning Lord. Figured, why not kill the that's still supposed to already be dead? Made a name for myself. Made a lot of enemies, a lot of friends. Got hit by withering rays. A couple bad undead did some number on my muscles and everything, so I retired here to Iriabor. Still got it where it counts, though. Now, I don't recommend that for you. You have friends that trust you and need you. Stick with them, kid. You got a purpose in this life. This lich thing that's trying to take over the world, I think they're going to need you. After that performance with that demon, yeah, you need to stick around. Good luck, kid. By the way, I like sauerkraut. And you guys separate your heads, and that's the last words you hear from reading his key is, I like sauerkraut.
Keep that in mind.
I guess if we need to call him, that would be the way to do it.
He looks over at the rest of you. You got a good one here. Best of luck, Cass. You know where to find me. I'll be at home if you need me.
Thanks, Rogmesh.
By the way, if you call on my lady, I'll be there.
Also, and Liam's going to reach into his pouch and take out one gold piece and say, why don't you treat yourself?
To what?
I think you know what I mean.
Well, it has been a while. A 1 gold hooker is better than a 2 silver hooker. Alright. And he heads down the street towards the whorehouse.
Amazing.
Liam is going to look very perplexed, and then as he's walking away, he's like, oh, not, okay.
You can't argue with his math, Liam. The math checks
Yeah.
out right there.
No!
Hey, Liam, good job in there, buddy.
Thanks.
Just so you know, you might have beaten that little loser, but we both know who'd win a real fight between the master magician.
Definitely you, Knick-Knack. I don't doubt it.
Alright. So, having dealt with the Temple of Shar, the situation between Liam and Knick-Knack for the time being resolved-ish. What would you guys like to do now as you've made a new ally in Rogmesh from Iriabor?
Liam is actually going to put his hand on Knick-Knack's shoulder. Does he sense any of that demon's energy inside his key?
Roll a wisdom check.
I want to see if he's gone or not. Or if
Oh,
he's just-
Chase is asking as well. Let's see how far you can read into his key.
That's a 20.
Oh, awesome. At the moment, you sense nothing except for a cheerful mischievousness who's trying to figure out a way to get his hand into your purse right now.
Hey, could you not, please?
wasn't doing it.
Grab his hand.
You reached down and grabbed my hand? Dude, come on. I
No,
wasn't
like,
trying to do anything.
Grab your wrist. You can't really lie to me when I'm
not lying.
reading your
I wasn't
mind.
grabbing it. I was thinking about grabbing it.
God.
But, I mean, if you want to...
But I'm glad that you're... You know, it's weird to say, but you're not carrying two people right now. You don't have a passenger, if you know what I mean.
Gone permanently? Because, again, guy's kind of a tool.
Probably not permanently. Yeah, probably not permanently. But at least for a time.
Just until he recovers.
Cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna kill me.
I think the
I don't
silence.
think he's that tough, personally. You know, you beat him, Rilo beat him.
Yeah, he's getting stronger though. I think the silence was the key. That really.
If I didn't cast silence, I would have died. Like, I don't think there would have been any questions.
Okay, so as you guys find yourselves on the low road of Iriabor, what would you like to do?
What you gonna drink? Yeah, let's get a drink and watch some more. Let's get a drink and watch some more fights.
Yeah,
for the
let's get a
glory
fucking
sake.
drink,
Let's go to
I mean.
the Iron
Dang.
Boot, but like drink and watch.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
It would be close to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so early afternoon, or mid-afternoon, I should say. 3 o'clock.
Mid-afternoon.
So yeah, it would be a good time to head over to the Iron Boot. You guys,
So-
How much health does Knick-Knack have currently?
you will take your short rest if you'd like. And use whatever hit dice you need.
Because I had, like...
He hit
'cause
you to
we
1.
didn't... Yeah, okay.
Liam will hand you one potion and say, hey, I know we're going to be resting, but could you try one of these? See how well I
Well,
did.
I kind of want to go into the arena with somebody, but, like, I'm banged up, you know?
Well, yes, but could you try this potion that I made? I want to see if I actually did well, or if it didn't turn out that great.
You made it?
Yes, you remember? On the ship, I made...
Yeah, I know you made it, but, like... I usually test things on you. People don't test things on me.
Well, you,
How bad is this? What,
No, it's not. I mean, I'm trying to be genuine. You know, like, I want this to actually work.
For a favor.
I mean, if you don't want the fucking potion, I'll just drink it, and he'll drink the potion.
It tastes sour. You didn't get the flavors right, but it will heal you.
Well, see, okay, when you say sour, I love sour drinks. So,
You don't like sour milk.
like that, I see.
Sour.
Yeah, not the good sour. We're not talking warheads and gobstoppers or, you know, gummy worms. We're talking sour milk.
He kind of like scrunches his face and goes,
There's some chunks in it
effective?
too.
It's effective. Oh god, but I could do that much better. And he'll cork it and put it in his bag.
Okay. So you guys will make your way down.
Oh shit, I only tried to do 4. I didn't only want to do 4.
You
Alright,
guys will make your way down a few
2,
streets
3, 4, 5.
that get rougher and rougher as you make your way along. And you guys will get down to a very familiar looking building. The Iron Boot is here. It looks exactly from the outside the way it does in Marsember.
Good franchise.
Except for
Yeah.
out front, instead of there being a two-headed ogretin, there is a full-on tiger-striped Rakshasa dressed in yellow robes and yellow parachute pants. And he looks at you guys. Welcome! You've been to the Iron Boot before, yes? Yes, of course you have. You know the rules. Yes, the rules.
Yeah.
We do.
Very
We do.
well,
We
very well,
love-
very well. Enter. Have fun, have good times, have many bets, and make you buy many drinks to other people's. So, you guys enter the Iron Boot.
As we were walking towards the Iron Boot, do we have to walk past the Temple of the Raven Queen?
No.
No? Okay.
Sounded like we were going down the street.
Yeah, down the street from Rogmesh's place.
Gotcha.
Alright. So, as you guys walk in, what would you like to do?
I mean, I would guess we would just start by getting a drink and seeing who's, just watching a fight, whatever's currently going on.
Okay.
I mean, Anita's definitely going to lean over to Rilo and say, if you're in the mood to fight today, we could definitely try to make some money off the side.
All over the place, you see poster after poster after poster. All of them are a figure dressed in blue, his head covered in shadows, shoulders blocked off towards the person taking the picture, almost like a prison photo. Featureless, you can't see the individual's face, but it's all blue with lightning crackling and snow all over. It says, "The Blue Blazer, in Erebor, soon."
I mean, Rilo, would you be seems like that might be the one to fight.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm up for it.
Come on, let's do it together.
Yeah. I mean, Anita will start will definitely start looking at odds.
Okay. As you go up to look at odds, there's a couple people currently in the ring, and they are fighting. It's evenly matched. It's, 1-for-1 odds. It's nothing great. They're pretty well matched. They're just humans fighting. There's a couple Minotaurs coming up soon that are going to be butting heads, literally. But, there's no mention of the Blue Blazer anywhere on the odds sheets. Which you would find weird.
Odd. I would find that to be odd.
Yeah. There are a couple other names on there, but yeah, as far as the Blue Blazer, he's not listed, even though the posters say he is.
Who does it look like is the favorite for the day? If we're looking over the fighting form as opposed to a racing form, would we see someone like that's in that's favored to win at the end of the day?
There is a empty slot on the betting board. One slot near the very bottom, and all it has to say there is one word: Ice Flayer. And that would be the one fight you could sign up for if you wanted to.
Does it have to be a one-on-one, or what are the rules for this fight?
All it says is Ice Flayer. It gives no terms of the fight, nothing.
Let's do it.
Let's do some recon. Let's see if we can figure out who this Ice Flare is. Right?
Yeah. Do we want our name on the board? Because is there only one room for one fight? Could we lose?
That's the only spot that has any room for any fighters. You guys can put whatever you want on there. Whoever wants.
Yeah, let's do some recon first and find out if it's going to take all of us or just, Yeah, let's find out what Ice Flare is. I mean, what we're dealing with.
Okay. Who are you asking? What are you doing? Liam, go ahead and roll a religion check. And who are you praying to?
Didn't you just say I'd be right back?
Oh, yeah, he did. Hold on. We'll find out.
Anita will go where she always goes to find out any information that matters to the bartender.
Okay. You walk up to the bartender. She's a very stout orc woman. She looks up at you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good evening. I was just was wondering if I could get a little information. And Anita will put 2 gold on the counter and just order a drink.
Yeah, what do you want?
I see that there is a slot here available for fighters. And there's an open spot saying the Ice Slayer.
Flare, with an F, flare. It's like fuck, but not suck.
Got it. Yes, F as in but fuck, not but suck.
Right.
So
yeah. Flare,
got it.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the Ice Slayer?
She's badass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about her? Like, what's her deal?
She's about that tall. She got a nice rack.
I mean, as nice as mine.
She looks at you. You ain't got no kids, do you?
I do not have kids.
Yeah, not with those teeth, you don't.
I keep them high and tight. Yes, no, thank you.
Pretty sure Ice Flare's got a couple kids with her rack. Or at least she could.
Oh, I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
Could you point her out? Is she here in the crowd?
She looks over. Can't see her. Just be too short for me to see anyway.
Oh, interesting. All right. So I guess she's quite the. I see the odds are in her favor.
Yeah. Does she do groups normally fight her?
Is it? Does she take just one fighter at a time, or does she fight against groups as well?
Oh, wait. Oh, you mean 2 questions. She takes more than one fighter at a time. But that's in the bedroom. In the ring, she'll take whoever wants to go.
So the answer's the same to both questions.
Yes, in other words. Yeah.
Well, no, she's kind of picky as to who she takes. And remember, this is an orc woman. She's a good 500 to 600 pounds, just round. She easily is drinking more than she's selling. So she's kind of on the very overweight side.
Yeah.
And she's looking at you going, yeah, she'll take whoever. Just realize she gets back up. She makes it fair.
Okay, I got you. So, what can you give me any tips? Like, what's I'm looking to place a couple of bets. So just
don't get bit.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Huh? Am not daughter of bitch.
Sorry. It was self-referential, as most of my jokes are. I am.
You're not my brother.
That is correct.
That's unfortunately correct. I think that could have been a fun turn.
You available later? Since we ain't blood, you know.
Yeah.
And she's going to
somehow
rock
I think that's not the
very
only barrier
round
between
hips,
us.
and she's going to basically, sashay what she thinks is seductively towards you. You know what they say?
I'm doing the polite.
More cushion for the pushing.
So, we're all just gonna
Once
go place our bets now.
You ain't getting borked.
We're all just gonna go place our bets now. And so this is like trying to politely or away with his hand out and okay.
He's a cutie. I like making him blush.
I'm also.
It's not an easy thing to do. Not an easy thing to do. Gotta tell you.
Nah, I got a lot of practice.
You were here too.
She is missing the first 4 teeth across the top.
Yep. I definitely have met her before.
Me too. I went on a date with her.
Yeah.
That sucks so much. I remember that.
I'm gonna buy her a shot. And
she pours two and drinks them both.
Yep. There you go. But all right. Well, thank you very much for your help. That's been helpful. I will send Silas back your way later on today.
Oh, really?
Always trying to whore me.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see whether or not he wins.
He's a cutie.
Out of curiosity, what is this orc woman wearing?
She's wearing a leather vest that barely keeps her tits intact, enclosed, and a long brown dress. Very plain outfit.
And does it seem to be like standard quality, low quality?
It's low
very
quality,
high quality,
and that rope, God heaven help that rope.
Yeah, this chick can't afford it. No,
she's holding it up with a 2-inch diameter rope. It's used for keeping boats at the dock. That rope is doing favors for everybody.
Hey, Ryla, come on, let's go.
All right, well, it sounds like we can sign up as a group, and she will just, she'll bring in a friend or two if she thinks she needs it, but otherwise we could sign up as a group and take her money.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Knick-Knack's definitely wanting to go.
Yeah.
Liam has disappeared into a corner. Liam, roll a religion check, please. Oh, you did. Okay. You will get a general feeling that you got heard, and you won't get a response back, but you definitely feel that you got heard, and you may just want to go ahead and do something. Thanks to the inspirational words of Rugmish.
Right now?
Up to you. So.
Wait, hold on. That feeling I get, is it from what he said or from what I'm doing?
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Motherfucker. Okay.
I love making.
I'll message you.
Okay.
I'll message you.
Yeah.
Well, are we signing Liam? I mean, if I can't see Liam, I'm not going to sign him up for the fight.
Liam, did you want to sign up for the fight?
I'll ask him in the sending stone. Liam, I'm signing us up for the fight. Are you hopping in?
I've had enough adventures for today. I think I'll be alright.
Okay, that makes sense. Knick-Knack, are you hopping in?
I'm gonna take like a aggressive battle stance. Let's kick some ass.
Amazing. Let's do it. Yeah, can't knock him down. I assume everybody else is game. Looks at Cass, looks at Anita. Yep. Doesn't even need to look at Rilo.
Right.
Cool.
I was just trying to figure out if I could do one myself, but I think she's probably...
Oh, well, I mean, I don't want to... It sounds like that's also an option, so, I mean, if you want to... I don't want to get in your way.
I think if Rilo goes in by himself, he's going to fight just the ice player. But
Rilo, how about you and me go down? Because I can't go down by myself either.
No, we'll go... Let's do it as a group. Yeah, let's do a group fight.
So...
Yeah. Like we did that first time.
Up above, you will hear a voice. You guys will look up and see the collection in his purple robe. Up there, bald head, hair completely gone. And he looks down at the crowd beneath. Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to my attention that the blue blazer will not be appearing in Erebor today. Or tomorrow.
Apparently,
we have had a cancellation, and the crowd will boo. And
that's interesting.
They are angry and pissed off. However, we have one last fight for the night. A group calling themselves the Purple Rain versus Skvolda Ice Flare. And you guys look down, and standing in the ring all ready for you is a dwarf woman dressed in leather armor.
just going to do a quick thing. And before you take bets, we all know the real reason why the Blue Blazer didn't show up. He was terrified. He did not want to fight Rilo the Righteous, Curious Cass, Anita the Magnificent, Silas the Savage, Liam, or Knick-Knack Chicelli, Master of the Arcane, and the best no-magic user in this side of Faerun.
Thank you for giving Liam not only not a title, but only saying his first name and then pausing and then going to the next person. Appreciate it.
It's what Knick-Knack would do.
Let's actually. I mean, I'll try and follow up on that. I'll just try and if just to like try and like add like hype to it. I'll be like, yeah, when he does show his face, he's got the purple rain waiting for him.
He's gonna get his ass kicked.
And then we're about to try and like make a name for ourselves here.
Okay. Please roll performance knick-knack.
Can I roll with advantage?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, could be
The crowd
worse.
is like,
We'll see. Let's see how you do against Ice Slayer, and then you can fight a real.
all right. So who's
So-
getting in the ring?
So Rilo is going to, kind of take some of his gear and put it aside, and he's going to stretch, and he's going to stall just long enough that he can use his ability to know his enemy.
Oh, nice.
The whole
Okay.
time, Knick-Knack's talking and the crowd's cheering or booing or whatever, he's going to see if he can get some information about this.
All right. Link the ability,
swear.
please. They are superior to you. And what ability? Which things would you like to know about?
They're superior to you. Which
Yeah.
one do you want to know?
Yeah. So,
They're better than you are. Now you know where to start. So.
Yeah.
armor class.
Okay. 22.
Yeah.
Oh, that's solid.
Wow.
And total class levels.
11.
Oh, okay. All right.
Dangerous but doable.
And
Yeah.
she, reading her, she has some exotic pieces of gear on too.
Okay. I can play with that.
Okay. Anybody else want to get in the ring?
God, as much as I, as a player, hate spending spells on this, there's no way Silas doesn't do this stupid. He definitely just hops off lightly and misty steps into the ring of flare because he's.
Mm-hmm. Anita, Cass.
Anita will jump over the wall and into the ring.
Okay.
Into the ring in a cool.
All right.
And what?
Yeah, whatever we get it. Cool.
Skvolda Ice Flare looks at the 5 of you in the ring, and she smiles. And it's at this moment you guys realized you fucked up. As doors in the side of the ring open, and 2 Tyrannosaurus Rexes come out. And she smiles, cracks her knuckles, and that's where we're going to pick up next week.
No, dude.
We don't have time to get through it tonight.
Oh, it ain't gonna take that long.
You don't think it's going to take long? We'll go ahead and do a round of combat here real quick. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative. I'll go ahead and give you a round of combat, sure. I know that people are getting used to me running to the 4 hours. We are supposed to shoot for the 3 to 4, but I had a group the other day rebel, and they're like, let's get to 5 hours. I'm like, no.
That's
That's a little, that's much.
That's a long game.
Yeah. I found out that
Garbage.
the stereotypical group only goes for 3 hours. So eventually I'm going to try to dial it back. But yeah, we're shooting for 3-4. We'll get a round in. That's all good. All right, so
It's awesome.
here we go. Her initiative. There we go. All right. And so I am missing Knick-Knack. He got
I rolled 2.
Awesome, Knick-Knack. Good work.
Oh yeah, just the best.
And it's as you guys are about to start this, so you look around, and Liam left the building. Anita, what would you like to do?
Leave.
And Scavalda looks over at you. It's time. Let's have some fun.
And what does she look like?
She's a dwarf. She's about 4'5". Got easily double D's going. Very hippie, wide stance.
Yep.
She's not going to get knocked over by a Mack truck.
Right.
And the 2 T-Rexes look like they're subservient to her.
Interesting. All right, so I will actually turn around and bless the party.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast it at the 3rd level, so I'll include myself. And then as a bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. On.
Also on myself.
Okay.
So we're all blessed, and Anita has Shield of Faith.
Cool. And Shield of Faith both. Awesome.
The Shield of Faith concentration.
It is, yeah.
So bless.
So is bless.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do both.
Oh, right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to mess up the combo, but
Yeah, no. It's yeah. No, I want to stay true to that magic. All right, I'll just do a. I'm going to do Bardic Inspiration on Rhino.
Okay. Rilo gets Bardic Inspiration. Awesome. Volda Ice Flayer's turn. They are going to move together 25 feet to there. And she will whistle. And you guys hear the rush of giant feet as the Tyrannosaurus Rexes move closer to you guys. And let's see here. Silas and Anita are in range of their tails.
Oh!
Get at me.
So, tail attack is a 21 to hit
Which one?
Silas.
You sure that one's not a Anita? No, just kidding.
Okay.
Yes. 17 bludgeoning damage. I'm going to use... you're going to see that I try and... I mean, obviously I don't, because I take 17 bludgeoning damage, but he tries to, brace and take the hit to the side, and he sends this blast of ice, into the tail. In response, I'm going to cast Winter's Rebuke at the 3rd level.
Ooh. Okay. It will fail its save. It will take 20 cold damage. It roars in pain, and as it does so, it swings its head around and bites you.
Oh, well, okay, shit.
For 29 damage.
Wow.
Yep, okay.
And you are grappled.
Yes, I am.
As you have been bitten by a T-Rex, in spite of the warning of don't get bit. Anita, this one up here is going to use its tail on you for 22 damage.
What if it didn't keep rolling these like 26s to attack? That would be cool.
And then it will bite. And it'll deal 33 piercing damage to you, Anita. And you are grappled.
I don't
I don't know how this is possible, but we may have actually been in. We'll get out of this.
And you'll hear...
Yeah, because that never, ever happens. We never bite off more than we can chew.
And lastly, you'll hear two twangs from the center of the darkness. Rilo. Two longbow
Two
shots
twangs.
are coming out of
okay.
the darkness.
All right.
And I think those are going to miss. A 21 to hit you.
21 will hit.
Okay, you'll get hit for 14 damage. And the second shot is... Oh, come on. Second shot. Here we go. A 30 to hit.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So you get hit for a total of 23 damage. Piercing damage.
All right.
Two
He was there
arrows
to
impact
catch the
you.
arrows.
And you look around and you realize that the dinosaurs are in a position where if you were to try to run past them, you're going to provoke opportunity attacks.
Oh, I've already figured that. Yeah.
Yep.
I've already thought about that.
Mr. Elric, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to run past them.
All right. They're both going to tail swipe you.
My bonus action first, I want to use Bushmaster
Okay.
to bump up my AC.
All right. The first tail is a 14 to hit you, and the second tail is a 19 to hit you. So
They
will
both miss.
So you slide by underneath their tails, and you approach Skvoda Ice Flayer.
Yep. And that's as much as I can do because I used my dash.
Okay. Sorry, there's a mosquito, and I hate them. All right.
Is there anyone who likes mosquitoes?
No.
That was a mosquito in second grade.
Did you?
Yeah.
For a player?
Have you ever seen the, what was it, the
Science
Jerry
thing.
Seinfeld B movie?
Yeah. Okay. Now, wait a second. I want to hear this one. You dressed up as a mosquito?
I can't remember. I just remember finding a photo of it. I must have been doing some sort of presentation on insects, and for some reason I picked a mosquito, and so I dressed up as a mosquito with like styrofoam eyeballs and like weird little
Okay,
fake wings.
we have to see
extra
this.
arms.
Her mom is
You
so
realize
arts
my
and crafts.
goodness.
She's
We
like,
have to
I'm
see
sure
this
that
now.
this conversation. Yeah. Show. Yeah.
I'll see-
Yeah,
Mom
we
is
absolutely
so
have to see this, and this has to be in
Screwing
the
it
Discord I can see. Okay, not in the other one.
in this, not in this.
All right. So, I've never known anyone who dressed up as the most lethal animal on the planet.
I mean, yeah.
All right. So Rilo runs up. Cass, what would you like to do?
Get my guy, and then we're gonna attack.
Come on, Cass, fuck him up.
Try.
Okay,
Nice.
the lady in red, 22 damage, or 22 to hit it. Absolutely, you will deal 20 damage to it.
Wonderful.
And you
My
hear...
other hand.
There you go.
And you will hit for another 6 damage on the second strike.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Darling, I love getting out on the town.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so happy if you're happy.
Silas, what would you like to do?
While I'm squirming before I get out of this, I'm like, Knick-knack, I don't want to double up. What do you got coming?
Knick-knack.
Knick-knack?
Chase?
Yep.
Silas
Sorry,
is in a Tyrannosaurus Rex's mouth, looking down at you, asking, what do you have coming?
Because I don't want to. I'm about to do something that I like. Don't want to double up on what you're about to do.
Oh, I was planning on making everybody really slow.
So I am going to do this instead. I'm going to bonus action Misty Step
Okay.
to here. And then action
Oh, that's good.
hold Lightning Bolt for when slow is
Okay.
because they get a penalty to dex save.
Yep.
Exploit that.
Mr. Cicelli,
First off, what do I know about T-Rexes?
what do you know about T-Rexes? Please roll your nature check.
What are you, a
No.
5-year-old?
You
I
know
wanna
that they are dinosaurs from Schultz.
Well, fuck those things. All right, let's.
They look like so.
All right,
Like
well,
a
let's.
5-year-old.
Except for
What's the?
there's something missing in this picture, and it looks very much like Anita.
All right, so within a 40-foot cube, which I believe I can get all 3 of them, I need everyone in that cube that's enemies. That's so those 3, the T-Rex and the dwarf, to make me a wisdom saving throw, as I'm gonna try to slow 'em.
Okay, and you got the ability to select targets, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, the 2 Tyrannosaurus Rexes. First one's a 2. Second one is a 20. So the one holding Anita got the 2. The second one got a 20. And then Skvoda Ice Flare gets a wisdom saving throw. And this is... Okay. She gets a... 10.
Nice job.
So she is slow.
It's just this one that is
Yep.
cool.
The other 2 are slow. The one next to Silas is not slow.
Beyblade, let it rip.
And I think they make dex saves now.
Yeah, they do dex saves for the lightning bolt that went off
Dex
for
saving
28
save
damage.
For
The one
2.
that's slowed gets a -2 to its dex save.
Alright, so the one closest to Silas fails. The one further fails.
Great, 28 damage to both of them.
28, and I do need Anita because she's grappled by the T-Rex to make a dexterity saving throw
Oh,
as
well,
well.
Okay. The intention, I was hoping, because it's supposed to be a 5-foot wide line, so if it's a ginormous creature, and I was hoping, and I hit it low enough to the ground,
Let
that
it
she
happen,
would be
otherwise I
struck by
have
the
to have
5-foot
it
wide.
bite down.
Alright, yeah, fair enough.
It's going to clench its teeth in pain. That's worse.
That would be worse for Anita.
That's fair.
That's called a bisected.
You saved, so you take 14.
Yeah, you take 14 damage.
All right, so Anita will take 14 damage. She will use her bonus action to use the Ghost Step Tattoo and get out of the grapple.
Okay.
And then she will move over to here, and she will cast. Yeah, I think we'll do hold person on the Kovida Ice Flare.
Okay. That's a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
She's got a 19.
And fuck her.
I mean, I don't know which way Anita swings, but she might.
The slowest smile spreads across her face. She is slowed. She can only do one thing.
Was it the smile? Was that it?
No. What she's going to do is she's going to look at Rilo, and she's going to reach down to her hip, and in one motion, she's going to bring a battle axe right up between his legs.
Ooh.
And that's going to be a 10 to hit you.
And that's going to be a miss. However, I I will repost that.
Okay.
Or repost.
And she
That will not hit.
just your swing. You were so careful trying to dodge that groin shot that your shot swings over her head. She looks up at you with a grin as her tits bounce in slow motion. The T-Rexes, the one that's next to Cass is going to reach down and bite Cass for 29 damage, Cass.
Cool.
All right. It cannot tail slap you because it's slow. This one got struck by lightning.
It can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn for slow.
You can reduce the damage, Cass.
Yeah.
Alright, it's still slow. And Skvoda can make her wisdom saving throw to avoid slow. That's not gonna work. Oh, it did work. Okay, so she's not slow anymore. So she's fine. And the T-Rex is going to charge the guy who released lightning.
Oh, damn it!
Tail slap first. Whap! An 11 misses you as it
Well,
impacts.
that's the only one it gets. With slow, it only gets the one.
This one's not slow.
Yeah, that's the wrong
that's right. Duh. Yeah. Sorry. I'm fucked.
Yep,
I'm
the
about to
tail slaps into the wall of the arena, leaving dent in there. The crowd boos, and then it opens its jaws, Rancor style, directly over your head. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that's a critical strike.
Oh, man.
Ouch.
That's 48 plus 7 is 55. 55 plus, I rolled a 46. So that's 111 damage.
Holy crap!
Holy shit.
Does that knock you down?
Yeah.
Man, I forget how squishy you guys are.
So Silas is unconscious.
That would almost take you down in one shot.
I don't have any kind of reaction. That actually, I think, because if it, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that permanently just killed Silas. I think Silas just got eaten by a T-Rex.
He can't be permanently killed in the Iron Boot. So,
No, yeah. But I just bet. I think that
I can't send him in healing.
No, you're done. So
He's done.
the T-Rex it dumps you out of its mouth onto the floor, covered in saliva and blood. All right.
Yeah.
So, Cass.
Why does that sound like a Cure song? Saliva and blood.
Let's see here. That should have been Rylo's turn. Rylo.
Yeah, I'm going to see what I can do to her, because I'm going to have to deal with the T-Rex in the next turn, I think. So let's see how much I can do.
Oh, I did 48 damage. They died.
So, yeah, I'm going to swing. A 19 to hit.
She parries it. She sidesteps your swing when she goes into the sand. She smiles at you. Hey boy, swing lower. Don't get distracted by these. No,
20.
Don't get distracted.
Damn it.
As she shakes them. And it looks like her chest has been cloven already by your axes. But that's just natural.
So, let's see.
She is very proud of her bosom.
All right, so I'm going to go again. I'm going to use
Your
action surge.
Okay.
Yep.
As she sees you pumping up to do this, she smiles and goes, "Now don't be hasty. Take your time."
I'm not going to be able to hit her. I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're also blessed. You
Yeah.
can
23 will hit her. Yes.
And I'm going to use a tripping attack. So I'll be in 2 more on that.
Okay. So she will take a grand total of, let's see here, that's going to be 15. Got it.
That's right. And then she'll need to make a
Strength save.
strength save, yep.
Come on, Skvoda. Yeah.
Is she a rogue? She must be a rogue.
No.
And then
She sounds like a fighter, to be honest with you.
And
27
27 will
hit.
absolutely hit her for 7 damage.
and another tripping attack.
Okay. So a total of 10 damage.
Yep.
Okay. So she rolled a 15 on the save.
Okay. Yeah, I'm mostly going for the damage. Oh, the 15 won't save. She'll be prone.
She trips. Okay, she's prone.
Yeah. That's a save DC 17.
She falls on her back, her chest heaving. Oh, lad, it's been a while.
I'll stroke my beard,
Okay.
and I'm done.
Cass, what would you like to do? As Rilo
Oh.
and Skavoda are flirting.
Yeah, she'll
Yeah.
need to make a con save too.
Oh, for the bleed?
That's right. That's an easy one though. DC 12.
Yeah, she gets fine.
All right, I'm done.
Cass, you are in the mouth of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, how do I get out of that?
You would have to roll. You would have to use your action to do so. Or if you have
Okay.
another way, you may hear a voice in your head. Since you're like, "How do I get out of this?" You'll hear, "Darling, please."
Stab it through.
She's like,
Oh, throw it.
I always do that.
"Just toss me."
I guess.
Toss me. She is
So,
Gimli.
Where are you going to toss the lady in red?
I will attempt to throw it at the other T-Rex.
Okay.
Great.
So the lady in red flies over and hits this Tyrannosaurus Rex. It is not threatened, but you will hit it for 5 damage.
Great. And then I will bonus action teleport.
You teleport next to the Tyrannosaurus Rex, picking up the lady in red, taking 1 damage.
Yeah.
And she smiles. You hear a grin in her voice. It's so much fun to teleport. Don't you think so, darling?
Yes, it's so great. I love it. Love doing it.
As your hand
I mean,
is
that's
bleeding.
really as my hand is bleeding, but it's always it's good bleeding when it's her.
Oh yeah.
Good bleeding.
Good bleeding with her. I think I'm gonna end my turn here.
Silas, roll a death saving throw.
Cool. Let me just get a nat 20 real quick.
I said it out loud and I manifested.
Wow. Wow.
So you will recover 1 hit die. Please roll your hit die.
That's sweet though, because that's at the beginning of your turn, right?
Yes, it is.
Very often.
Was Silas the first person to roll a natural 20 at a death save?
Rilo did it once before.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you
did he?
recover
Okay.
6 plus con.
Great.
So what's your con modifier?
+2, so I've
Total of
got
8
8
hit points.
HP now.
You are
Cash
drenched in Tyrannosaurus Rex spit and your own blood as you are in a pile of disgust at the bottom of the iron boot. What would you like to do?
This is... Yeah, this sucks. This one is still slowed, right?
It is still slow.
I'm gonna try... You know what? I bet this dude isn't super fucking smart. So I'm gonna try and mind whip this T-Rex.
The one next to you?
Yeah, the one right in front of me.
You know what? They're not very smart. Because I
Yeah.
rolled a 14 and he got a 10.
Yeah. So he's gonna take 10 psychic damage, but more importantly, he doesn't have a reaction. And next turn,
You can run away.
Oh, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the whole thing. Otherwise, I would have just disengaged with an intelligence save of -4. 2, 3, 4, and I'm out.
Fuck this shit up.
And for the last
Fuck
turn of the
this
night,
shit.
Mr. Cicelli, how
All
are
right.
we going to end the evening?
I am going to try to do something crazy here.
Duh.
I would like to cast Polymorph on this T-Rex.
And what, pray tell, would you like to polymorph a Tyrannosaurus Rex into?
I would like to polymorph it into a blue and pink bunny rabbit.
You fucker. You got me really excited, you son of a bitch.
Okay. Let's see here. A rabbit.
For context, Eric, I was trying to convince him to polymorph it into a sloth.
Oh, okay. I don't have a rabbit. Yeah, all sorts of other things, but no rabbits.
Did you check it?
I have checked rabbits. Yeah, sure.
Bunny?
Do you have a sloth by chance? Because that.
I have
I'll also
something
do. I can also do kitten.
I have a green squirrel we can do.
Perfect! Yay!
Squirrel.
Cool. Can we move it? Can we move over here real quick just for flavor? Because Knick-Knack's gonna run and hold on, 25 feet, and Knick-Knack's gonna pick up the squirrel.
My God.
Roll an athletics check.
And it bites Knick-Knack. Doing.
Because
Oh, God damn it.
squirrels have a very high dex. 1d20 plus 3.
Yeah. Get back here, you son of a bitch!
You did not catch the squirrel.
This is why you turn it into a sloth. They have no dex.
So, with that, we will pick up the fight at the Iron Boot next week, and we'll figure out what's going on there.
Don't hit the squirrel.
Don't hit the
The odds
squirrel.
are slightly more even now, at least.
Slightly. Should be fun.
Yeah.
But
One slow dinosaur and a squirrel.
Well, he's not slow anymore because the other one's a squirrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But still,
Yeah.
I mean,
I-
one
I've-
dinosaur is better than two.
I've said this for a long time.
It's still
I am
it's
a
worth it.
firm believer that Knick-Knack is stronger than Paddywhack. By a lot.
You think?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think Paddywhack's really that strong. Like, his attack modifiers are like +7. All y'all's are like +10, at least.
He's scary, but he's not all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
his
really
spells-
he's scary when you're distracted at something else, and he can include do a lot of AOE damage threats to the party.
Right.
My arm
Yeah.
strike is only a +8.
But like, you know, when we were doing like when we were like he was fighting 1v1 against the giant, like it wasn't like that. You know, it wasn't. It's not that strong. He's more of a disturbance to the scenario. If two groups are engaged, he's kind of just a wild card.
He's
Yeah.
also a great story item. That's the
Yes.
best part about Paddywhack.
Well, his
Well, see, here's the thing. If
I mean,
it wasn't for me
you-
having the ability to cast silence and also having an inspiration, I would have died. Like, I don't think we can.
Well, Baron, we also cut it off at like 50 HP when it had 50 HP left.
Well, there's a thing about that as well. But
I was also handicapped too.
for the record, I had permission from Liam to end the character today.
Mm-hmm.
So we were full on going to kill Liam tonight if he did not win that.
Meaning if he failed that failed that paralyzed at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
because that would have been 4D. What was it? 3/4D8
yeah,
auto crit.
it's done. Yeah, and so it came down to that because we've actually been talking about new characters and stuff, and so yeah, we were going there as a space just for mental, so you guys know what was going on there. So fun story point, cool development. We've kind of ended the relationship between Liam and Shar. There's stuff going on between Liam and other forces now that are going to hopefully manifest and change some things. So you guys might see a new playstyle coming out of Liam, which will be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So he's going to have a change of heart now that Shar is no longer involved.
When you've been told to act a certain way for over 100 years, it gets ingrained, and he doesn't like that, but he doesn't know how to change it. So this was a way that we came up with that would.
Hopefully, this met with expectations.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful week. We will catch you guys next Monday, if not before.